How is it there?
I'm okay. What is happening in our dear country?
I just hunger they beat everybody left, right, and center. Yeah, what?
People hungry. I'm
What?
beginning to doubt, say, if really Nigerians are hungry.
Yeah.
Yes, because if Nigerians are hungry, people that come online are people who supposed to be educated and learned, right? And they buy their data, they come online, yet they come online to fight for the same very people who made Nigeria hungry or be economically bad. They come online to defend Tinubu, they come online to defend Atiku, they come online to defend all these criminal politicians who destroy the country, who even make them suffering. And um, the same people are the reason why the country is the way it is. Now, when you try to tell them, you know what, this is the problem, it seems like you are the problem yourself. You telling them that this is the problem. Now, we have a situation where from my information I gathered yesterday, people wrote exam, people wrote WAEC up until 12 p.m. There's a guy that finished 12:30 a.m. midnight in Taraba State to be specific. And this is a student who went to school by 2 p.m. He's not supposed to start by 2 p.m., but he ended up doing the exam 30 minutes past 12 midnight before he went home. Now, but if now I actually made some few tweets on that, but I know a lot of so-called Christians or so-called Muslims will still come and attack. Or is it data boys, are the PR boys? They will attack me. In fact, some of them will even tell you, hey, you guys that you ran away from the country, you come back and do this. And sometimes I ask myself, am I the problem or we are the problem? Because in Nigeria right now, for example, like in North specifically, if you insult Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there's a community that or a whole state may even raise against you and even kill your wife, kill your children, burn your house, burn your community. And they will proudly do that. But you will see a politician who has destroyed their future, destroyed their children's future, is living large, is even conniving with Boko Haram terrorists, Lakurawa, whatever, name them, to to destroy the little things they hope for, like hospital, schools, and what have you. Yet these guys, they will still worship these same politicians. These same politicians will come to their church, they will be given pulpit to campaign or to threaten people or to praise God, whatever kind of God they believe in. Or the same guy will be in the church, I'll be in the mosque on Friday to do Juma at Salah. So even though that's my personal opinion, I used to believe that the whole Nigerians, or yeah, let me say to be specific, 98% of Nigerians are extremists and they are allegiant to their Jesus Christ or to the Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, but they are not allegiant to Nigeria. That is why they prioritize, they are ready to die for whoever they believe in. But when it comes to holding politicians accountable, they will give flimsy excuses. They will even be praying for those politicians. In fact, I see that, in fact, to me, we maybe it's better we change Nigeria to a Christian or a Muslim country. Maybe we'll begin to come together and act as one. But as it is right now, bro, forget it. We are so divided. We are too divided. And if youth like me and you, or people that are believed to have degree or diploma or PhD, because I see doctors in the people's name, if people like me and you that are supposed to be enlightened or educated, cannot come together and agree on one thing and go out there or develop a strategy and achieve that particular thing, then imagine that villager or that market woman or that individual who is in the village, who have not even been to the city center, who have not even enjoyed 24 power electricity, who does not even care about when you talk about future. For him, he can go to his farm, he can farm his farm produce, he can eat, he can sleep. Maybe at most he marry one or two or three wives, depending on his tradition. He gives birth to children and he's okay with his life. So I don't blame that individual because I blame these ones that are in the city who have traveled across. In fact, and the worst are those who are in US, UK, Canada, London, Germany, Russia, name them, or China. These are Nigerians who are enjoying 24 power supply. If there is insecurity, they call their 911 within 5 minutes. A police in before their room. If it is a child, within 3 minutes, a police or a medic is there. But these individuals come online, come on Twitter, and they still support the current captured system of governance we have. In fact, a lot of them will even convince you to support one or two of these criminals that have destroyed the country where it is. Now, since yesterday, a lot of them have been defending Tinubu to go ahead and collect that loan. Is it 24 billion, 24, is it $40 trillion? How much? They are defending from where they are. And these are individuals that even if you promise them, let's say 100 million, they will not go to Nigeria. Yet, at the comfort of their Zoom or the comfort of their room, they are supporting tyranny. They are supporting what is going on in Nigeria. They don't want majority of populace in Nigeria to have a better life. They don't want that. So for me, brother, I don't know when we are going to be ready. Until we are ready, I just feel we are just catching cruise, I be whatever. It's just sad. And the one that break the camel's back is the recent thing that happened with this jam. And look at it. Look at now why today. Like every day, give Nigeria every day issues come up. We come on Twitter, we banga around it, we play, we turn it to be cruise, we forget about it. Next week, another wahala comes up. So every day, it's like we don't even come here to even agree to find solution to these things. We just come
Tizzy,
here
Tizzy,
to
you
show.
dey play radio, or are you the one talking?
Now I'm done talking.
Ah,
I'm not playing any radio. Where am I? There's no even radio. We'll come and be playing banter. For me, I just feel we are not yet ready. Because if we are ready, whether on this Twitter space, we could have come up with a strategic means, a viable tool to either mobilize resources to one or two of the current politicians that maybe wants to contest or whatever, or even come up with a strategy to sensitize the people that we have on ground that are not privileged to be educated or they are not privileged to know better life than us on this street. But still on this
Tizzy,
street,
make
we
I say
have
something.
people that are more wicked than the politicians that we have in Nigeria. So, brother, until we are ready for now, I just think we are here to catch cruise going.
Okay, Tizzy, let me just say something. I listened to you, yeah, and honestly, I think the problem is that Nigerians don't want to have a wider conversation, and unfortunately for us, our political class, because let me even just expose myself. I'm from a very, very high political class in Lagos State. Both of my parents are APC, right? Even my dad has been a commissioner twice. He has been an SA and a GM of a parastatal. So yes, I would say it's close to Tinubu, but he was close to a certain governor, sha, right? So he also benefited, and it's trickle down. You know how this thing happens now. You to benefit your kids, whatever you take, your kids to benefit and everything. So I guess that what contributed to my education and everything. So I'm just trying to explain to you the ideology behind behind Nigerian politicians. And the problem is that the wider conversation we have not had is, who is a Nigerian? What do we want? What do we, as a Nigerian, we have our differences, religion, and all that. All we do is talk about our differences. What is our similarity? What is that one thing that me in the West, somebody in the East, somebody in the North, what is that one thing that we want? In America, I've noticed something about countries here. There are two things. Either they are united by love or they're united by hate. One thing about America is always trying to unite their citizens with hate, with fear. Before it was Russia, they're scared of Russia. Everybody has to unite together for us to defeat Russia. Now it is China. They always have that, they always find one person that will bring unity to their country. That, hey, our enemy is China. Do you understand? So we can unite. But in Nigeria, we need something that all of us can unite and say, this is what we want. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So let me bring it down to politics. And the only person that can solve this thing is because we have a docile population. That's the unfortunate truth. We have a docile population. Imagine. See why I'm saying that we cannot unite. During EndSARS, the South came out, the North did not come out. During bad governance, the North came out, the South did not come out. The South did not come out. The South didn't want to protest against their son. The Southeast didn't want to be scapegoated because of they tried to turn the end bad governance against the Southeast. So the Southeast sat down that let us watch. The Southwest did not want to go against their own son. The South, those ones to just stay on the low low. They see Southwest, Southeast not do anything. Southside does sit down. The North were basically the one doing the protest. Can you see that there was no agreement on purpose? There was no agreement on purpose. When it was time for NSAS, not said, waiting consign us with SARS. So not allowed to tell you that they have never even seen SARS before in their life, which is their reality. There's nothing like SARS in the North. What they have is military checkpoint, military this is this. You hardly see SARS. SARS operates in the South. How many Yahoo boys don't go carry for North? Those ones that probably know a soldier, you know, even when you're a policeman or you're a DC, to go and operate anyhow in the North is very scary because a lot of them are in the military. They can have a brother, a cousin, a sister. If you go and beat somebody up, before you know, he make phone call, he call his brother. His brother come with his own guy with Hilux. They come and beat all of you. So SARS cannot operate anyhow in the North. That's why they were dealing with us in the South. Because they're like, oh, how many families in the South have military connection? They go beat you, not go happen. So that's why we have different problems. So we need something that can unite us. And unfortunately for it, we need a president that we pretend, because the truth is that anybody that says is going to do this, bring unity, and we will never get to that place. We need a president that will pretend, pander to those Nigerian sentiments that really gets them into office, gets there, then does what he needs to do. We need somebody that will do exactly what they did in Argentina about court of governor spending. It is crazy. And for the North, honestly, I think forget politics. Oh, I think when it comes to the North, I've only seen two people because to me, oh, the northern problem is the educational problem, and a lot of northern politicians they play around their education. They To them, when they can sponsor some of their imams to Mecca, those ones will come back and campaign for them. Rara will sing for him and everything. He will buy palito, he will share it for some places. Those ones will hear radio, hear Rara singing on radio. He has won election. So I think that education, and the only two people that I've seen from the north that don't joke with education is Konkoso and Erufai. I think there has to be a deliberate state of emergency in education on the north. They should bring out all the governors. I don't know what can solve Nigeria's problem. I swear to God, I just thought about something. Do you know the biggest problem in Nigeria? Transparency. We need a American style of governance where every day the president is interviewed. Every day we know what is exactly on your mind. The real thing. It's not all these spokesperson writing rubbish up and down. That you be hiding away from your citizens. Buhari did only 2 interviews or 3 interviews throughout his 8 years. Nobody ever knew what was real Buhari's policies. That's why today There are some things that you will say. They'll say it's not Buhari was not aware. All what Emefiele did. Are you trying to tell me that Buhari did not okay it? He did not okay the Naira redesign. He did not okay this. He did not okay that. That Emefiele did. Uncle, everything is on Emefiele because they say Buhari is not aware. How can they justify it? Because we never saw our president say anything. We never saw our president say anything with his mouth. So he can come and deny everything and say he was sleeping when Emefiele went to redesign the Naira. So that's the kind of thing that we need in this country. But unfortunately, those sentiments will not just go. We need leaders that will come. Like that North now. I want somebody that will come, a radical that will come and say, all the northern governors, put it on national TV. You should ask all of them. Do you
Okay,
want education?
but Tosin, I disagree with you on some things. Let me tell you
Okay,
one thing.
let
For
me
me,
just let me just so that before I
see,
get distracted.
Tinubu is a representative of most people in Southwest. The El Rufai that you said, the concourse that you said, the guys in the north, they are representative of most people in the north. So for me, I don't see this as only our leaders. Even we ourselves,
But
we don't have
no, no,
leaders
no,
on Twitter. It's not me
no,
and
no.
you and useless
You're
on
not.
Twitter, but we cannot agree on
No,
one
no, no,
thing.
no, no.
So sometimes we keep blaming
Yeah,
leaders,
yeah.
leaders. Even me and you, can we agree and do something on this
See,
Twitter? Me and
let
you.
me.
So the issue is
No,
not
no, no,
just
no.
our leaders. We ourselves, we are
TJ, you're
problem.
getting it wrong. Let me tell you something. You are getting it wrong. There are a lot of people that are well versed and educated, right? And they can agree to disagree. A lot of people here don't agree on. They have the same mentality, but they can agree to disagree. A lot of people are those psychophans and they follow their political leader. Whatever he says is what they do. You can't you see that even all these guys, their mentality changed when Tinubu entered government. These are people that were talking about a lot of things. Okay, for example, see Yoruba Nation. Did they not support Tinubu? Are they not the number one defending block of Tinubu now? These were people that didn't want anything to do in Nigeria as at Buhari's time. They were supporting Sunday Igboho. And you see, when you come here now, you'll be arguing with you. But before they were supporting anything that was against the government, that government was supposed to
But Tosin, on the lighter note, these Yoruba Nation guys, I did not see them during the campaign. I did not see them supporting Tinubu. It was after Tinubu emerged as
see.
president that they started coming to the timeline.
Yusuf,
We did
Yusuf,
not see them
Yusuf, let me tell you
on this
something.
X. On this
Yusuf,
X, I did not see them.
that's what I'm trying to tell
For
you.
the record,
Most of those Yoruba Nation boys, me, Kenike, I've been on Clubhouse for the past, 4 years. All these guys came from Clubhouse. Bonka, Are, Ayodeji, all those idiots. They all came. All of them, I don't know if you know, um, there's a guy they call, this Igbo guy again, I forgot his name.
Tosin, I'm not disputing you. I'm just saying that me, I did not see them on the
They
TL
I'm
during the
trying to even
campaign.
tell you that the Yoruba, let me tell you brief history. The Yoruba nation guys were working hand to hand with IPOP guys. Go and ask anybody, ask Kenike about and there's a guy they call Isba, right? His
Hey,
name on
Chief
his name on
Tosin,
Twitter is Tuesday Bansi.
Tosin, Tosin, is there anything wrong? Like I said, is there anything wrong with the Yoruba? What do you call those guys that want
Nation.
Yoruba nation? What do you call them? What do you call
Yoruba
them?
Nation.
I for, yeah, those guys that want the Rebel nation. Is there anything wrong with that? Those guys that want Biafra, I don't see anything
It's,
wrong with that.
see,
For
me
me,
honestly,
the only thing is let them follow the right
no, no.
procedure. There is not a crime
I
for
I
people to say they want to leave
I
Nigeria. I don't see anything wrong with it. My problem is we, the Nigerian people, we are hypocrites. And I will say it to me, like I said, I'm in Meduguri from Adamo State. Me, I will say this anywhere. That most of us, we are just hypocrites. We are just looking for umbrella to 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 we're just looking for umbrella to sell our madness and our
see.
wickedness, but we are never for the better good of all. This politics point that we keep talking, it is a game, it is a game. Everywhere you go, politics is not about just game. It's about what can you do that will benefit
Tuesday,
majority. That's it.
Tuesday.
But when you come here,
Wait,
I'm
wait. Let
not
me
making
finish.
look
I
as
beg.
if blah
Tuesday, let
blah.
me finish.
I'm listening to
Like I
you.
said, I agree with you about our. That's why I said we have a docile population. Docile means very, very indifferent. They don't care. Honestly, imagine you just enter government. Government is doing anyhow. You just say you will wait for 4 more years. If the guy gets re-elected, you say you wait for 8 more years. And maybe the next person will come and solve your problems. But for that 8 years, you don't realize that 8 years of your life is gone. Like Buhari now, 8 years of my Buhari life is gone. Is gone. And this Tinubu, Omo, guy, I don't lie to you. People have. I'm a Yoruba man from Lagos State. My personal beef with Tinubu, right, is the fact that this guy just came and destroyed the economy. Tinubu made me poorer because I decided to keep my money in Naira. I never,
But you
I
still
never,
vote for Tinubu next
how will
election
I
now.
vote for Tinubu? Am I crazy? No, listen to what benefits? I kept all my money in Naira. I've lost value. I will call myself higher middle class before. I can even give you my Instagram. I've been to more than 30 countries. On holiday, I don't to go and play. But now everything is a struggle. My friends, I will see my friends that everybody is just struggling. To buy a new car is not possible. You have to buy Tokumbo, you have to struggle. Tickets that I used to buy 300K. I bought
Ogatos, even to buy Tukumbo for us in the north
bro.
now, we cannot
So let me
afford
tell
it.
you
The
something.
first car I bought for my
A
wife
lot of people,
was
a
Corolla.
lot of people are going through it, especially the middle class. See, let me even see.
Ogatos, there's no middle class in
There's
Nigeria. What we have
there's
in Nigeria is you are poor or you
there's
are
no
wealthy.
exactly.
If you are wealthy, you are in current government.
Exactly. There's no
If before the middle class now has been eliminated, we don't have it in the
there's
north. I'm sorry. I know Yusuf is here. You can counter me if I'm lying. We don't have middle class in the north. What we
no
have is the
and the
rich,
poor.
and when I mean the rich, the stingy rich people, and then the extremely poor. Those that we used to call the middle class now, they are struggling to
Exactly.
survive.
That's the same thing in the West. The same thing in the West. So nobody should come here and pretend to you. No, a lot of these people that are talking, people are just, they're just hoping that they can, a lot of these guys on Twitter, they see the pattern. Come on Twitter, make noise. Then maybe you can have snap with one senator or rep like Pastor Okizi and they'll give you one kind of 500K or 1 million naira. Let me tell you something. A poor man is a desperate man. So when you come and you see people dancing online, it's just like psycho fancy. Can't you see the way they handle Tinubu? In Nigeria, that a politician, anytime a politician wants to talk, before he says anything, they'll start clapping. Hey! You'll be the one to tell them, stop clapping, let me talk. That's the way we are. Psycho fancy. Poverty will make you go crazy. What do you want a poor man? What do you want a poor man? Edo, this will not be Lagos. Edo still people still collected money. Ekiti State is the most educated state in the southwest. They voted on credit. Google it,
To
Ekiti State
Tosin,
vote on credit.
Tosin,
On credit, you mean on credit?
but
What they were
Credit
saying
means
is
Tosin,
say
they
they
were
tell them make
promised
they
they will give
vote,
you
they go
money.
pay them the money later. Say the money no dey
Tosin,
ground.
with the level of madness now,
Hey,
with the level of madness, with the level of poverty, if I want to gather people now with five K, I go fill stadium for you.
See, if
Stadium
you
go full.
if you carry
People will come
5
collect.
and you
No, as in
print
make I buy
polo,
them. But
and you
I
print
give you
polo,
small.
you go get
I give you small
100,000 people.
example.
Stadium, hundred
I,
thousand people go enter stadium.
I go print polo. If I print polo and pick up, you hear
If
me?
you
Polo and pick up.
if you
Anything
do
where I write on
polo
top
and cap and you
even if
carry
na
five
L,
five k
even if na LGBT I write on top the polo, they no go read
they
it
go
in there
carry
top.
flag o.
They go wear them.
They go
So
wear
that
am
is the
o.
level. That is what TV is telling you. That is the level of poverty that these people have caused.
That's
So I don't even know where to start from. I
that's what
don't
I'm saying.
know.
That's what I'm
Allah,
agreeing
I don't
with
know.
you.
but Yusuf, I understand the all of us were saying the same thing in different language. My concern now is right, me and you, that we can read 1, 2, 3, we can count ABCD. Me and Tosin, that Tosin has traveled across the world, that by force the political elite has made him a poor man, even though he's not supposed to be a poor man. What can we do to rescue this country? That's my
And that's
problem.
the
What can
answer.
we do?
See, the answer, unfortunately, let me tell you, because me, I'm from Lagos, I keep telling you that Tinubu style of
Why
politics.
rescue the country? May you first rescue me here first with the talk about country. Country.
Tinubu style of politics is like the Godfather, right? Tinubu does state capture. That's what he does, oh. Because let me tell you how Tinubu's politics is. Like, let me use Lagos State. Tinubu will never put a politician. Look at all our governors. No politician has never been a governor of Lagos State. Ambode, Sanwo-Olu, Fashola, none of them are politicians. None of them did not have a word in Lagos State government. Because he knows that if he puts a politician there that can galvanize supporters, voters, that one can look at him in the face and say, Oga, this is the way to make I do, I no go do am. But who born monkey? Imagine you just go and bring one useless person from your village that is educated and make him this thing. The person says, I tell the person go and bring 10 billion. Now one says no. You now tell the person, okay now. You call House of Assembly, your boys are there, your Agberos are there. You tell Obasa impeach him. So that I can't say that when the governor tried to remove Obasa, the speaker, Tinubu said, are you people crazy? He put him back there. Because that's Tinubu's checkmate for the governor. If the governor does PIM, by tomorrow morning, they impeach him. Even the former governor, Ambode, when he was done, almost, when he has lost election, he still even told the listeners to impeach him so that he will not receive any benefits after being a governor. Because once they impeach you, you don't get your government, your being a governor benefit, all those things. And Tinubu was one that see, let me tell you something. Tinubu is a problem, or is a cancer. He's the one that started this corruption, major corruption. He's the one that started this thing because if you look at the way when he was leaving, it's Tinubu that started this rubbish that all the other governors started doing. When the governor is leaving, you must build one house in Lagos, one house in Abuja. You must every 4 years, you must give me 400, four brand new SUVs. I've been doing that to all our governors in Lagos State every 4 years. 4 brand new cars. We are the ones paying for their medical care. House, all of them have house in Abuja, house in Lagos, built by Julius Berger. We just keep on that the corruption and all the other governors said, omo, that's so Tinubu want the chop life. That's how all of them started setting themselves up for life. That once they retire like this, the state will continue to sponsor their life. And all the governors are chopping this thing. Nobody's saying anything. So you cannot, I don't, to me, to remove this, if you can remove this Tinubu guy.
So what is the way forward? Me, I
Okay,
want the solution because
the
this thing that you're
solution to
saying,
me, let me
we
just
can
tell you the
all
solution.
resonate with it. North, south,
The
east, west,
solution,
Biafra. It's all
the
the same thing.
solution,
My concern is what can we do? Or do we have we agreed that we have conquered
let me
Maroon
tell you
and
something.
buffoons
In this
or
Tinubu
what?
administration, I'll tell you the truth. If you are not a high income earner, there's nothing for you. If you are not politically connected, there's nothing for you. Let us just wait it out. Except you want to protest and everything.
Wait for eight
No, no,
years,
no, no,
he
no, no, no.
finish,
The
and then he
problem,
bring
no,
in
no,
his
no, no. I'm
boy,
not
and
saying
then
for
they
8 years.
continue.
He has 2 more years. Whatever we have to do. But the problem, Nigeria is too complex, man. I would have loved an Atiku Obi partnership. But my problem is, yes, we'll win. But Atiku, I don't really know Atiku's, Atiku's like real. I don't know Atiku's, like Atiku has not spoken so much that we really know the real Atiku.
Tosin, look at it, Tosin. Look at it from this angle. You see, like I said, irrespective of who Atiku is in terms of his capacity, can he be bad like Tinubu? You that you know Tinubu.
That's the problem. See, that's the problem. I don't. The only person I can say I know where they're coming from, and the only thing I can talk about Obi right now is cutting the cost of governance, because I know that even personally, he's not that kind of spender. So I see that. I know Erufai is very, very keen about development in the north. He doesn't play with it. He carry not on his head about development. But I don't know Atiku's political. I don't know his real. Like I know he wants to win election, but I don't know what does Atiku really want. So yes, I want us to win, oh, but at the same time, too, I want somebody that will be hard on the north. I feel like the north, see, the west and the east, we just need economical salvation. If you can just make our economical life okay for us, we're okay. Don't give us, just make life economic dollar, make
But
it
but
normal.
Tosin, but Tosin,
Make fuel, make it normal.
Tosin, Tosin, but do you think people care about what Peter Obi or Atiku or whoever is bringing to the table, or they just care about just removing this guy that has messed up people? Some people don't
No,
care
at
about
this point, at this
what they are
point,
bringing to the
at,
table.
at this point, I don't even have a problem with people that don't care about what they are bringing to remove this guy. I think the campaign is enough. Atiku has campaigned. Peter Obi have campaigned. We both know where they're coming from, right? To remove this guy is just. Let me tell you something.
But okay, let me tell you something again, Tosin. You have said a lot about Tinubu, but do you know that Kashin Shetima is worse than Tinubu?
That
Because he was my governor for 8 years.
is.
Me, I know him. He's from Borno State. No, I'm serious. I'm
I
not
know that was I
joking.
said. I mean,
Like
nobody.
he
I
was my
didn't know
governor
now.
for eight
Well,
years.
forget Tinubu is the master. But I don't even know who Tinubu be, man.
Yeah, brother, we don't know. That's why we're trying to understand.
Don't
I'm not
compare. Look,
disputing you.
when you
We're
talk of
trying to
politicians,
understand.
Tinubu is the man. Look, okay, let's even start from what business has Tinubu, what business apart from government money has Tinubu made? I beg, let's start from there.
Alpha Beta,
Oh,
Alpha
you see
Beta,
these people also.
Alpha Beta.
Let's start from Atiku and Tinubu. How did they make their money? Let's just start from there, guys. Forget all these people
Atiku came from Ima. I think Atiku come from
from
custom. He was working with
customs.
custom.
Then what happened?
Yeah.
Check before he
From
resigned. Something
custom,
happened. There was restructuring there.
from custom, he become governor of Adamawa State.
Now someday they not make him the vice president.
No, he became governor before he was sworn in. He was picked as VP.
See, this argument.
The thing is,
No, I'm just asking. Like, I'm not
all
disputing. I
these
just want to
guys,
understand
their
because
net
See,
worth
it
let
was
me
feels
let
too
me let
like
me
much.
bust this guy's bubble, and
Obi
I'll
was
say
richer than these people when they were still
Let me
struggling to
bust your
be
bubble. Let me bust
politicians.
this guy's bubble, bro. And I'll say it with so much confidence, and I can defend it any day. 95% of the rich people in Nigeria got it through stealing and crime.
Yes, now.
I'm
agree.
not saying
I
not
agree.
private and government sector down to your Dangote or $10.
See, God bless you. See,
Because
let's
oh
even
yeah,
look at
listen, it's
Dangote's.
very funny. How did
The,
Dangote make his money? Add $10.
the family made money from government. The Dan Tatars.
How did your $10 make money?
Hotel Dollar is it was when his father became governor that he started
Easy.
he
So
started, he started
are you
chopping
people saying
people thing.
are you saying there's no pure money in Nigeria? Is that what you're saying?
I'm telling
Everybody
you,
is
it's less than 5%.
No, there is.
It's
Of
less
course,
than
5%.
now.
5%.
Yeah,
Star
please, I
Star
beg,
Beat is there now.
name the 5%. Can you name any of them?
Star Beat is there now. People like there are plenty now. People like
Name some of
people
them now. Make I know.
wealth.
What are we dealing with here?
I don't but you see, we all put test.
People like Yusuf, you see people like Yusuf, they make their money clean.
See Baba what do you mean Dati Baba Ahmed. You get me? There's some people they made their money. You know their source.
Yeah.
You know that
See,
look.
let me tell you,
God,
a
before
typical
Tinubu,
rich man in
when Tinubu
Nigeria.
was
If you
senator,
ask
okay,
him
as a senator,
I thought
how did you
I thought Peter Obi was a
how did you
businessman.
make
I'm
your
just
money?
asking. I
They'll
thought
tell
he
you it
was
was the
the
grace
CEO
of
of
God.
banks.
Oh God, nobody has beginning story in this country. You cannot say
Chief, there's
see,
nothing like grace of
guys,
God.
may
I
we
mean,
start
I
from
nobody
grew up
get
as a
beginning
Christian.
story for
1992.
this
Grace of God
country.
is
1992,
lying.
before the June 12 election, where was Tinubu staying? Not be one house like that he gets for one place
It's not
for
even about
GRA
Tinubu,
Ikeja.
my
Only one
bro.
house. The house
Nobody
they
get
they
beginning
don't die
story for
finish.
this country.
Come
Everybody
on,
just became
make the money to government. Make this make they get out. That is my only problem. Look, if your money is not coming from government, you have my support 247. That's why I'm supporting Peter Obi. Nothing else. Your money must not come from government. How can you look at someone like Wike? Come on now, why would they
But
do
how you
like
know
this?
you
People
don't
that
need
they have
to be a
nothing.
politician
But
to make money
I
from
hope you
government?
know here, all of us here are better than
Hi,
Wiki. Because Wiki, everything from Wiki is from
look
government.
at
He's
just
nothing
coming
without
into
government.
government and just become billionaires and nobody says anything. It's very bad, oh.
My
Ha.
bro, you don't need
You
to
know
be in
what? I can't
government to
spend the
make money from
economy badly.
government. It's not only
Look at the
politicians that are taking this money. A lot of
Jesus
people
Christ.
too get money and you don't have to be in government. Trust me. Even the people that make the most money self are not inside government. Because they're the ones doing the contract in the country.
Yes. Like bankers now.
Yes,
People like all
now.
these them Jimovia, all these people, they are not in government now.
Where do you
All
think
them
Emefiele made
what
this
is the name?
money?
The owner of
Emefiele
Stanbic
is
Bank,
rich.
all those
Sorry,
people, they're not in government.
um,
Even Emefiele self gets more money before he
Tony
came, but it's just that when he got there, he just became greedy. You get
Elumelu.
me?
Tony Elumelu made his money from arbitrage. The difference between naira and dollar. That's where he made his money. I can say it. I can say it to his face. Instead, he knows now. How now? He made
Yes,
his
now all
money
those guys
from
they work
arbitrage.
with guy men that time now, all those 90s.
All those are
Look,
where they
look, in
collect money, they
Nigeria at
change,
least,
they go
if not be
collect dollar
guy,
from
if not be
CBN,
look,
sell them
Yahoo,
for
make
black
they
market.
shout Yahoo. If not be Yahoo today, so hmm, you know the amount of robbery where could they take place. Me and you for no work for hospital. Because you see all these boys are 23, 24, where you see that they know they disturb anybody. Oh, but it's strictly because they have one kind of thing that you're doing. They see one kind of $5K, $2K, they know they deal with their people for abroad there. This is just a fact. Because before their own time, all these rich people, you see, all these big hotels you see in Lekki, all this, that guy, man, we chop all those them, man, after that Jugwa era. Those ones, you know how many people, but look, it was just, Nigeria was so corrupt that if you write a letter to Igbo man, say, look, they have 10 billion somewhere, they will believe you because it's in the news. Abacha don't loot billions. This one loot billion. So if you come in through all those things and say, look, I'm from government to CCC, what they call all those, there's one thing they call it something like contract sum, contract that they've done long ago. You go and call Oyibo to come and claim the contract. Meanwhile, it's fake. They will all fake, fake. You know what I mean? It started from government officials, then bankers, then they call all those boys now, all those boys that they send for office boys, call the learn them small, small. Before you know it, now so all these things start. There's nothing without history. Nobody came from this world, come and started doing guy. Now from small, small. Now from inside government, you think all the enter before you know you entered banking sector from bank because you can't keep money from government without the bankers now. How you want to carry money? How do you carry billions? You can't carry it with your hand. You have to go through the banks.
Let me even bust
The
your
bank,
head. Right? It's not only
you can hear banks they shout billions, billions, billions of profit. I could the one that say, oh Bobs, but we they hungry now.
Afan, hear me,
Yeah, you man.
bro. It's not only banks. I told you that in the Nigeria is so like when the former prime minister said Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. It's not a joke. Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Every sector. Let me even tell you how crazy it is, right? See, one government contract or your political connection to government can change your life. Everything's just inflated. It's very simple. A certain state, I don't want to talk too much about it, Jan. I'll mention the name of the company. A certain state in Nigeria, states, they always buy vehicles for their civil servants now. They buy for their directors, their permanent secretary, and everything. A state every year, they buy like at least maybe 100 cars. I say 100, maybe 1,000 cars. They'll buy for police, they'll buy for this one,
Yes, yeah.
buy for that. So they always have their dealer that they do business with. You understand? Either they go to like a company like Jack, all these companies, Toyota, Izade, or they go to Charis, right? Do you know that Lagos State, I've already even casted the states. Lagos State bought almost 10,000 cars from Charis, and they told Charis to put 5 million around each car. Inflation.
That's it.
Lagos State paid that
Inflated them.
money, inflated
Inflated.
contracts, and that money was transferred to the UK. That 5 million on. Do you hear what I said? 10,000 cars. Go and do the calculation. Yeah, I told you that the corruption. And you see the owner of Kosharis come out tomorrow. Big man. I'm a big man. I've hustled. I've tried. Bro, it's very
And
simple.
government, yeah, that's
It's
not the
very
problem.
simple. There are some
Yeah.
people that they do you know, and you know
That's
what's so crazy? When you collect contracts, they'll give you mobilization. That mobilization, normally they're supposed to give you 30%. Sometimes they'll give you. So do you know that you don't even need to go and collect loan to do business, to do government contracts? Government will, you when you have inflated it, job of 50 million, you say it's 200 million. Government will give you 70% upfront that you should take. Go and do the
yeah.
job.
No,
You collect the 70%, you will finish the job. You now go back to government to give you the remaining 30%. Before
I've
you,
never yet. You're right. You're right. Even
you do
Trump.
kickback.
Trump started cutting costs. Trump say, "How can this be this? Come, we can price this down, man." Trump
Do you
cut one.
understand?
There was one
You
deal
do
about
kickback.
16 billion.
So,
He brought it down to about 6 billion.
Nigeria, we they go far. Oh.
So you can imagine if Yankee they go through those kind of things. You thought in Nigeria it will be worse. It will be worse, yeah. Now in short, I know of somebody that was into computers. The guy now born again, just came from Yankee. All this. When I say born again, Jehovah Witness, die hard, but they are too intelligent people. Look, that's how they started. Before you know it, Oceanic Bank said they should bring computers, blah blah blah. Then computers was like how much that time for computers? Computers were like 20,000 naira. You not even up to that time. But each computer, they said they should put 350,000. Like I say, his religion does not allow this. So, do you know those guys? They had to escape Nigeria. They took off. Took off for their lives. But do you know how much those guys could have made? They say they don't want to.
You see,
Meanwhile, they don't already arrange
you
the
you where they
consulted
talk.
the
If
thing.
they say they offer you that deal, you go run them.
My brother,
You see?
my brother.
Now the
People
problem
they
with
run now.
Nigeria,
People
me say
Guy,
go run
any
am
money. I don't know
guys,
money. Like,
now,
look, bro. And now,
guys,
look,
now
if
that
now
we know this
20,000 naira I
problem,
me
run,
say
now
run,
go
run,
run
wait,
am
run.
hold
o.
on.
Any money we don't
Eh?
enter, look. Any money we
Guys,
don't pass
New
billions, eh?
Nigeria and
Put your
Tosin,
hand inside.
New Nigeria, Tosin and Yusuf. Now that we know this problem, what do we do to solve this problem?
Any money that
That's
is
what I'm
over 10
asking.
billion, put your hand inside. Now money all this 20,000, 100,000, then they'll carry you go prison for. If
Tuesday,
your money, if the money where you thief now
Tuesday.
billions,
So now
oh
what?
but
Now that we have
now you
agreed
and
that
Sans they discuss. Oh.
now only 5% of Nigerians we
Now you
get
and Sans they
we
discuss.
get legit money, right? Both
Oga,
politicians,
till there's
both
economic
businessmen.
development in the country. Yusuf, till people have a middle class, a 60% middle class, you can never go to a poor nation and look for morality and look for sincerity in the poor nation. Go around Africa. What we're complaining about? Go on TikTok, don't try to Uganda, or
Bro,
go on TikTok and
for
write
our
corrupt
solution,
talk. You will see that it is a
solution
normal
is
thing in Africa where poor people will cheat each other. Poor people will
yes,
fight each other.
solution. But we haven't. We just let's check it
Eh,
out.
they
Eh.
look for a
Apart from the
government that will give you
Awolowo, the
money, that will
Meshagali
make you
time,
comfortable so you don't need to steal.
we never. Our leaders have been corrupt. Our leaders are too greedy. That's not the problem. Check, apart from Yaradua, check who else can you say stamp his foot on corruption? No, no, no. They were all corrupt. Jonathan made it worse because even though Jonathan personally was not corrupt, he couldn't control his people.
Ogata, don't talk that
Even if
shit.
Buhari was
Jonathan
not
was
corrupt.
personally not.
So we need some.
Right, Jonathan personally was not corrupt. No, they talk that kind of thing. Like. All the money when he thief, no only they do all these things. Back money.
Me, now we have agreed that these
I
guys,
thought
we have agreed.
right.
What is the way forward?
That guy
Oh,
back
our
I
topic has
mean,
changed. Democracy, the Tinubu's 2 years in office. Okay, over to you guys now.
Tuesday, I think we should look for a solution. Tosin,
That is it.
Tosin, Tuesday they
Yeah,
ask
me,
you
but they have changed the topic.
Tuesday, Tuesday ask for solution since Tosin. You don't give us gist. What's the solution? I beg.
Yeah, because that's what is important now, Yusuf. We know the problem. How can we solve the problem? That's my concern
The
because
solution is to
me,
get your
that's
money
what
up.
is more important to me, to be honest.
Also,
Solution is coming. Every joy is coming.
that's the
Coalition is
solution.
there.
You only
Obi
have
is
two
there.
options.
Atiku dey
Also
there.
your
We have
money,
people.
jackpot, also your money and stay. Double your also. Whatever you are doing, double it.
Yeah,
That's the
Tosin,
solution.
nice one, Tosin. That's a wonderful solution. I think that's a fair one.
So Tosin, you say number one is get your money and japa. Number two is double your hustle.
Yes,
Oh
double your
boy, may
also.
I tell you that Jackpa, look, Jackpa now, Jackpa. Look,
So,
Jackpa. Let me
but
just
now
advise people
after
that are
you
Jackpa.
japa,
If you just want Jackpa now, no Jackpa go where cold go fire you. You go they cry. Only you for inside one room. Go they cry silently. Now only you know your problem. Jackpa, oh boy, Jackpa to go do it.
you better
Yeah,
make you
you
jump
can
back.
hold, you
I
can
mean,
look because you anytime
wait
you
till they
jackpot, there's
talk
one thing people
now.
don't know. When you jackpot,
Wait.
any people that have
New
jackpot,
Nigeria,
anytime they come to Nigeria, they're always jealous when they see what their mates have done.
New
But it's
Nigeria,
just
Did,
that
you
patience.
dey
It's just
this
that patience
the
Nigeria
jealous
too.
people, why they know they stay back now? Why did they go back?
Eh?
because they don't because they don't get investment here now. Somebody will not
This
get
new
house.
Nigeria, if you
All it
follow us
is
dey this Nigeria, so
you have to start all over again. You know what I mean?
eh?
You will be the Nigerian guy. You know how
Wait
many
first.
years it take you to be where you there?
If you follow us dey this Nigeria, you just dey
You know what I
cap
mean?
abi. Yes.
Me, I did everywhere now. Me, I not get my family there. I get people from Germany. I get people from South Africa. Me, I did
And
everywhere.
you
Me, my
dey
family
Nigeria
not
now
born in
when
Germany.
you
But right now, I
say
did
na
that. Eh?
even people
and those are guys in Germany and South Africa that told you
that
that
they
when you
want
go
to
to Nigeria,
come
they're
back.
jealous of you.
Omo,
No, when I
but
mean jealous, it's not that you
but
show
where
it. That
people
what I'm
no
saying
dey
is that
see
your
but
contemporaries.
here
Don't get me
here
wrong, oh.
dey
Your
Nigeria, you know how
contemporaries.
many times wey I don see people wey dey beat because say dey go chop food they no fit pay. Like you
Because
dey
you see,
waka
you know what I mean.
like you dey
Hmm.
waka for like you
Some
dey
guys
waka
they
for city now.
some guys jackpot they abroad. They never still buy house. Oh. They still they rent for abroad there. Oh.
You dey
Because
talk about buy house. Why you dey talk about things wey be? I say if you dey waka for normal city for Nigeria, you know how many times I don see people wey dey beat because say they go chop food of 1K, 2K, they no fit pay. Based on say money no dey.
no, man, no, money not dey Naija. Oh. Man, I not lie you. That just people with the, I don't know. It's just first of all education. You know, that's why we say many people go school. To go school small, sha, you know.
No
For
be
you,
education, no
people, your
be
contemporaries, your guys,
education.
one or two. And if you are sincere, you might just be lucky to catch something, somebody who trust. So that, because if you know all these things, they're important. Trust, education, all those things. Otherwise, you will go do crime to start life. I'm telling you. Look, at least 70% of Nigerians today. When I mean crime, not say they go person house, go carry person wife, go thief person. No, the fraud. They go enter this thing, try make more money. When they get down and finish, oh yeah, take and start. Use until travel, use until start. Because who's going to give you a loan? Eh? How many papa? Who get papa? Where you go say, okay, my pikin don't finish university. This is a brand new car for you. And this is 1 million or 2 million. Go and start life in all day. Or you won't get all those advantage. We don't have anything like that. You have to also look to start life is the look. That's why sometimes they even marry and die. To start life, to start life. I mean, you leave your parents' house and start living your life without any help from parents. That means you will pay your rent, your transport, your everything, and your girlfriend. You want to start life now. How do you want? How? I'm telling you. I remember when I was like 22. My people would tell me, say, you know, go marry. I go, they fear. I'll say, marry again. How? Where the money? You never even fit feel. You can't even buy cigar self. Come and talk of those days where person they smoke. You don't even fit. You can't even afford a stick of cigarette because you talk of marry. Marry who? Now people Ajabotas will define up and down. You know what I mean? If your partner get money, nobody will not be near your side because we know say how you want maintain girlfriend. Get me? How you want maintain girlfriend? But abroad now, if you there abroad, you go come out, you be cleaner of office. You go come outside as you they buy your lunch. You see your boss. They enter the same restaurant. They buy lunch too. You get me? Unlike Nigeria here now, I can't be working in UBA as cleaner. Then I'll go the restaurant where I go there. Olumelu go enter say come chop. There it's impossible because our level different. You get me? It's impossible. But over there, it's not that every. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it. Where you see you and your house help that can sit down in the kitchen and have coffee because she don't finish her job, she's on break. You and your house help because you're not looking at her as somebody you are dominating. It's a service because
Some
if
people, some people do like that with their house help in Nigeria too. Some people,
service,
some people. do like that.
if there's somebody that is taking care of your children, you leave your children with them, and you don't want to pay them that you feel that you just pay them 50,000, 100,000. I mean, you talk to you anyhow, you slap her anyhow. Somebody that taking care of your children. But that it's okay. When you see certain things, you just know see Nigeria still we have a long way to go. But we must start from leadership. Let Mr. Peter Obi come. Make to teach us morals. Once in a while, that's why we dey vex. President not dey talk. You see Trump. Trump talks to the press almost every day. I bet tell me one day you don't see Trump talking. He's always saying something. That is why you see the guy up on all the noise. Somehow people are trying to supporting the guy one way or the other. You know what I mean? That bad belly is not much. It's not that much. That much. Because he speaks to the people 247. How many times Baba don't talk to us? I can bet you Obi will be talking to us almost 247. Look, if anything happen to you, say police go arrest you anyhow, enter news. Peter Obi go pull him out. Me, I dey tell you. Look, we should be ready for. We sure that PO. So
Just
sweet.
remember my guy.
We will start fighting
Now,
for. We start fighting for 16 years, or we say we must do more than 8 years because we haven't. By the time he rules, we will say, "Wow, what is this? What is this? This is leadership?" Because him too knows that. Look, he cannot fail us. He has made so much. I won't say noise. He has given us so much hope. So he knows that when he comes, he has to just fulfill at least most of the things that he has been preaching. And that one, and you know the man. But look, I'm too happy. Say I'm supporting the man. I don't even know how come I'm supporting him, but I'm supporting this man. The joy in my heart. At least I don't
But
know how
wait,
some people have hate.
So wait, so New Nigeria,
why are
let
we
me ask you.
celebrating
So
democracy?
are you thinking
This is no vex.
Eh?
Why are we doing
New
democracy day
Nigeria?
when we are doing a one-party system? So how is it a democracy? Why are we even having democracy day when the order of the day is supporting a one-party state? I don't,
No. All those things are just politics. Look.
I don't understand.
As useless as our politicians are, we still have the people still get mouth, which is election day. That's why I say I'm still stressing this thing now. You see that election day is our day. It's the day of the people. It's the day of the people. Don't allow nobody bullshit you. Now you get that day. Don't mess around with it. We just they look at anyhow. Government can do what they like on Democracy Day, June 12th. You see that election day. Oh, they even made it. They even made it worse by making it a public holiday. Imagine election day was just normal day. You can still go to work. Maybe just during break, just go out and vote. Then you go there a little bit confusing. But now, you are not supposed to go out. You go out, you be arrested. I mean, you don't come out for your local government. Say they come out with car for election day before. They don't burn you well. Except you be army now, or you get ID card. Not burn you well now.
But
You must be
I even think that is wrong. I think election days should not be public holidays because
no.
you just
Let's
come
look.
and stop
It's good.
people.
It's good. It's good because of our wickedness. Let's
I
leave
don't
it like
think
this. So that
I
to,
don't
to
think
control to control the bad boys now. To control the bad boys is good. Because if they don't do it that way, somebody can operate in Lagos and travel now and run and go to Abuja to go and scatter the place. Somebody can do something in one local government and take off and go and scatter the whole local government. How do you trace it? So it's because of our ways. It's because of our corrupt ways. That's why they set it out that way. Because
and the
yes,
corrupt and the corrupt ways are here to stay. They can never go away. Is all you're saying.
no, it will go. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I'm happy. We are
Me,
Peter.
I
We
just
can
feel
vote people like Peter
election day,
Obi. Peter Obi will show us the
election
way. He
day
will now start
allow people
trickling down.
allow
Start
people
trickling down.
allow people to go about their business
Somebody to trickle
every
down.
day.
It start to trickle down.
Election day, go to school. As in, don't you don't have to do public holiday for election. People should go and vote. People should go and
Yes, yes, I agree with you. But in a kind of country like this where you have agberos, you have all these touts. How would you do that? Where a police officer to even monitor your polling unit is a difficult.
tout not the America and UK. They close everywhere during election day.
Nah, even by
On
way
a type of
America not be Nigeria now. Oh, but you know
no
we a
be
country.
no be
No,
democracy. Don't be
I
compared with copy democracy. If we go
even
do democracy, we could do democracy. If we know say no
But
be
I agree with
democracy,
I agree with you.
we
We'll
no do
get
it.
there. See, like local government,
Yeah,
local
no
government
point
election.
comparing
There's no public
democracy,
holiday now.
democracy.
I mean, Yusuf, you give it like your mic bad small. Anyway, but Yusuf, say Americans some time ago they were asking that you make election day. Even there's one guy, Vivek, who also campaigned with it, saying that election day should be national holiday. It's not, I don't know, this thing is not casting. I mean, nobody knows the one that is better because me seeing Americans who don't have it as national holiday advocating that some of them advocating that. In fact, a good number of them. And I think if they ask American populace to vote whether election day should be public holiday, a good number of them will vote in that line. If you ask me.
Oh, but Alpha, I witnessed the recent election in Canada, right? I can tell you that election, it will not take you 1 minute for you to cast your vote. And in fact, on the election day, you will not even recognize that there is an election ongoing. In fact, like it was so seamless. You can vote from the comfort of your room. You can go to a they have community center, each of their environment. They have community center. So you can go to the community center, you can go to you can go to voting board, like each shopping mall, and they have shopping mall so much. Each shopping mall you can go and vote. Like voting is like, if I want to compare it in Nigeria, voting is like you leaving your room to go and use washroom and come back to your room. That's how voting is in this. In Canada, I've written the recent one though. And that same day that they did the election, that same day, the result was out. Like it is, I don't know, like the way you send text message is so easy, so seamless. Like, like I don't know how to, just like the way you breathe and do your normal thing. That's how it's just one of the normal thing like that. And I also witnessed the campaign. The campaign season, you will never see one person with 3 car following him for campaign. No, you only see somebody will stop on the, just like the way we are doing these protests in Nigeria with let's say Tinubu must go or Tinubu must win. You see somebody with one this thing, vote Alufo for senator 2027. He will park on the roadside and then they will be waving it. When you go, you'll be waving for them. That's how they do their campaign. Like like it's so like you don't even see like 10 people campaigning or 5 people campaigning. So I don't know.
Remember,
Anyway,
is it 2015 or 2019? They postponed elections for 6 weeks. And before they now did that postponement, schools have already done their calendar, they've rescheduled their, you understand, timetable, and do all that. That postponement of that election for 6 weeks, I think it was Buhari's time. If you see
Yes,
the way
now.
that if you see the way that thing
No,
distort the
it was
academic
Jonathan.
calendar
It was Jonathan that postponed
for
election
six
because
weeks.
of Boko Haram.
That no, there's one that they even did for six
No,
weeks. It was
2019,
Buhari.
2019, 2019.
That
Atiku,
was
Atiku
Buhari.
did
Okay,
Yeah, I
his
okay.
own.
understand. This Jonathan did it. Buhari too did his own. Six
There's
No,
weeks
no,
academic.
That
there's
Barriso was
no election.
visionless. It was the strategy. It was
So what I'm
strategy
saying,
because
this is what
There's
I'm
because
no
saying.
people
election
came from
that they are
abroad.
going to
People
hold
came
in
from abroad.
Give
Nigeria.
They
us
had to go
academic
back.
say you say my mic dey bad. So what I'm saying, right? Since we know that elections can be postponed anytime, even the morning of the election, I don't think why you should start doing public holiday, frustrating people. Now that day, some people will get their daily 2K, 3K. But because of elections, nobody say they be poll clerk or presiding officer, you have stopped them from getting that money, number one. At the end of the
Yeah,
day, maybe their vote is not going to
our
count. So I don't
already
think we should look at
weekends.
it like
Our
that.
people are wicked. See all this OP, farm pay, all
INEC
these
is the
people.
most
They all with your phone number, you will receive money. Which money and election? Which one people value pass? You just wake up in the morning with your phone number. Money can come to you from anywhere in the world. So I don't know. That technology is already there. You can just sit there in your house and vote because your number is unique. Number is unique. Your number is unique. Your PVN is unique. That number cannot vote more than once, and the computer will know that you have voted
but,
more than
but
once.
we know this is not
You
but we know
cancel
this
it
is not
already.
realistic for 2027. This thing you are saying
It's like somebody send
is
you
nice, but
you want to send yourself 10,000 in two places. How? You want to send you want to go behind
you
how? It's
you
not
cannot
possible.
realize this you are saying in 2027, right? It's not possible. So let's
No,
look at what is possible.
Yusuf, it's possible if
no.
you want
If
to.
they look,
This
It's
that
present
possible.
INEC,
that technology
this
is
present
ready. Oh,
INEC,
it's
this
ready.
present
It's ready.
legislators,
That computer
this
is
present
available
chamber,
right now.
No,
with this present people,
Yusuf
it's not possible.
is wanting to say it's possible. Is wanting to say we does not have the political will to implement it. These are two different things.
I'm
Very
saying.
easy.
What
Very
I'm saying,
easy.
the present guys handling what is going on in the country. I don't think they are ready for that. They are ready for
They are
their
not
they
ready
are
for that.
ready
I
for
agree
their own
with you.
re-election. They are ready for their own second term or whatever they want to do, or fourth term for some senators. So they will not do anything that would jeopardize their chances of getting a second term. Let's be realistic. I beg.
Yusuf from look of things, right? From what I'm seeing, if Tinubu scale the second time, he will go third time and he will go
No,
fourth
I
time,
can't do all
and nothing will happen.
third time. Okay. People are waiting on the line. Oh. Ah, this is not letting get
Ah,
this.
it is say if Atiku agree third term, Obasanjo no go do third term. Why would they talk like this? I agree with Tizeo. If say that time when Obasanjo was third term, he was on the same page with Atiku, they would just go to the red chamber and the green chambers and just
No,
pass the.
we are not Nigerians are not that stupid though.
I'm giving you practical
Yeah, I
examples.
agree with you. But
I'm
certain
giving
things
you
like this,
practical examples that it all
like
takes the red chambers, the green chambers, the president, the vice, and some other elites to just decide what some 200 million people will just move on with.
no,
And it never
our
happens.
house of prayer people will not agree that one. There's certain things
No,
that cannot
House of Rep
stay.
no approve your Rivers state of emergency. They not do voice vote. I bet let's be checking
No,
the
you see, all
reality.
those ones now isolated. I'm talking of something that is general. You see,
Isolated. Now from
see,
isolated you go see general now.
presidency. Look, go and check our presidency. People come out more to vote when there's. That's why you see the elections are very different. You see, your state now can just win the whole presidency, but when it comes to governorship, different thing. People don't joke with presidency. They come out at least. People want to just come out. You see the elderly, they come out. My president, I want to vote for the president. People come out more.
Oh, I just see your jumbo throne. They are giving my L-Rufai woto. What's going on? Now because in go they ride us. I don't understand. This is crazy,
Yeah,
man. 900 million naira.
one person,
That's
one
almost
person, one person tell
that's
am
almost
make him talk say Tinubu no go win election. Now e don be for am.
Me, I won't even talk saying a fake news, but I think that Channels TV, I said, okay, now normal thing. 900M, I think
Oh,
maybe it's
Yeah,
loyalty
Rufai is
for
a
them.
good man. Maybe all these APC boys, not be every five people don't dey hail, hail, hail. All those time, say one of the best ministers. That time, I remember now, Rufai, any small thing, FCC minister. This one, the guy don't get any bad record now until this Tinubu government enter.
Uncle
Yes,
Pipe, though, because
everything
me
has
now,
been going smoothly. except that scandal of killing in Kaduna. You understand me?
But
That one.
are you even saying that, for example, maybe if Erufai has not decamped from the APC, will this kind of things come up? This 900 million naira, blah 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 blah. Will it come
No,
up?
but immediately he left. They already started probing, doing some scheduling. As a governor leaves, definitely there must be some accountability now. It has to be, man. That's why we are praying for Lagos State. Let at least let there be change of government. Like
Hey, Chief, don't pray for Lagos State. Go and make sure somebody vote a different party in Lagos State. Your prayer will not work.
no, to bring
Like,
that is the only thing that
like
can
I
bring
said,
in
we are hypocrites. Bro. Prayer does
accountability.
not change anything in Nigeria.
Accountability.
If prayer works, by now Tinubu will not be our president. Do you see how Nigerian pastors and imam we are praying in Nigeria from church to church?
If
They are praying. It did not
say Jonathan,
work. So it doesn't. They work. Not they lie for
now
yourself.
if say Jonathan
Do
win,
put action in
I agree
place.
with you.
Do the right thing.
If say
So
Jonathan win, we for not know about Desiani now. Abi, that's what you are saying now. If imagine Jonathan won that election, Desiani's case wouldn't have. Maybe she would just resign gently as Minister of Petrol, and nobody will know any scandal. You get me? Some people are lucky. But if you're not lucky, your opposition comes in to power, they will take advantage of one or two of your ministers that did not act properly.
I hope you know also if let's say if PDP won that election of last election, by now virtually out of 40 ministers of Buhari,
Of
39
course, of
will now
course,
be
of
under prop.
course, of course. That Minister of Aviation, first of all, that one supposed to uh, for
We go,
for the for APC
the
to
one we
even
borrow, we borrow
Emefiele
play. We go
Emefiele is
then get
APC. You don't forget, but Emefiele was APC man for the first time.
No,
They catch that
no,
in April.
the problem Emefiele had was that Naira design which was planned against Tinubu. It was a personal fight with him and
But
Tinubu. So that's
bro,
why he's otherwise there are people
the
that stole under
Nigerians
Buhari
they are very
government that stole
wicked people.
more than
It was through
MFA.
that period that I knew that Nigerians are wicked. You see that was a goodwill. When you talk of the insecurity and the corruption, you see that change of naira note, was look. Forget say I don't see cash that period, but I was so happy that it happened. You know what? You know why? All those people all those bandits that were collecting kidnapping, they were now finding it difficult to bring the money out for
So,
exchange.
uh,
They were finding it
so
difficult to bring the money
but
back
but
to the
but
banks to exchange. All the people that
but
stole
but the
millions,
money is
they were
delayed.
finding it hard to bring their
The
money
money
to
is
this thing. So
circulation
it
now.
was hard for them to even do campaign. And they tell
so
you now
so so
the people that were angry about the naira change
wait.
are the corrupt, evil people.
Like my mother will be no fit even see food buy because
No,
I know
bro. See,
she
don't
na
blame.
correct person abi.
See what happened, the government messed up. They've done it before now. What you normally do is simple. When you have, let's just imagine you have 1 million naira in circulation and you want to change the money. You will print 1 million naira now. Remove the old 1 million and put the new 1 million back. But no, what they did, they now printed only 200,000. Eh? How do you expect that one to? Because they want to chop. Because even the printing alone, they're using it to chop money. We've done naira change before, and it was during Buhari, and it helped. Armed robbers they started catching them because you can't hide. You have to change that money. You have to. They started seeing monies that were. Where did you get this money from? You must account for it. See, okay, now everybody we're back to square one. So both the old and the new money is being used. So how can there be inflation? It messed up big time. You think
So what is the solution, bro? What can we
we
do to solve Nigeria problem?
2027. Me, I don't
Solution
go
is
get time for any
season.
other thing. Make I just my
Solution
own
is
that I
let
just
the poor breathe.
eat healthy,
Don't suffocate them.
don't be healthy, exercise yourself.
That's what Tinubu said now, and he removed subsidy,
Yeah,
and they are dying,
bro.
and he's in Lagos now
We don't know
chilling.
at least, and you say solution. Solution could have been we protest, but we can't protest again. They don't blind our mouth. We can't do anything now. The only way we have now is 2027 election day. At least that one, the constitution say we should go out and vote. It's our constitutional right. Oh, but you don't have the power of that day. It's now out for us to come out in full force.
But wait now, wait, chief. You say constitutional right. No be constitutional right where rivers people put Fubara and they remove him.
What happened?
Uh,
What if we go
they
and
didn't come
vote
out now.
and they refuse to announce the winner and they announce New Nigeria is the winner? When Tinubu is the person who win, what will you do? What will I do?
Brother, the matter with this, so now, look, we are in a big mess. So my own is be healthy, eat healthy. Don't go let hunger because hunger now to even eat something that will be healthy so that you don't go to the hospital is difficult. I won't lie to you because normally before you use food, you eat when you eat healthy food, the chances that you will fall sick is very low. You get me? Yes, now. Well,
Egg don't drop from 300 to 200. So people feel they buy eggs most more now.
200.
Now 200 for one egg.
200. Oh, well, I never see. I never know.
Yusuf, have you forgotten that before Tinubu came on board, egg was 30 naira in Meduguri? Now you're telling me it's 200. It's still
And
increased
egg
to 170 now. Okay, let's be honest in this Nigeria
egg,
now.
200
egg
naira.
was
That
85
is
naira
the
in
price for
Zaria.
Sule before, right?
Yeah, right.
Right.
I'm just trying to be
Please,
naughty. Egg na 25 naira for Zaria before Tinubu enter.
And before
30
Tinubu enter,
naira.
it was 30 naira in Meduguri, either 30 naira or 20 naira. Now it's 200. It has not increased. It was not, you know, right now we have propaganda in presidency. The
Yeah,
government is lying more than me and
and
you.
this petrol is now 900. At least you know it 1,000 from 140 when Tinubu enter.
But
This guy
before
they
he
use
took
us,
over, it was
they use us catch.
160, I'll be 140 now.
don't mind.
I swear they
That,
use
that's
us
how they were
catch cruise.
celebrating. They say dollar is now 1,005. I can't. I just a vex. That's
From
saying that they
seven
say because it
from
was 2,000, came back to 700. Now it's now 415. They are celebrating. I say Jesus Christ. On the day of inauguration, dollar was seven something, about 720 something. That
I bet now 7 o'clock be the what time be the democracy day speech? I beg. I want to hear whether third time
No,
go there. I been
will Tinubu
one
give a
one.
democracy speech? I've not seen it anywhere. Oh. I don't think he's going to give any speech.
no, you see, Arise News today is a place to watch because they will come with their lies because they must defend it now. And this today is the day that the press should now should
But
now
see, you're
should
talking
now
about
come
press.
up.
Do you know that the money that press got from presidency now, they don't get it from any other sector in Nigeria right now? The press in Nigeria has been captured. I don't know what
I
you're talking
tell
about, bro.
you,
Are you joking?
yes, so no, I agree with you. I agree
The
with you.
press
Even
has been
Arise News,
captured.
they don't. I don't know what press is supposed to defend. They will come and they will publish something, and they will not say this thing they publish is wrong.
And now they have been captured. They are being paid to lie to you and for you to consume their lies.
Come, I beg. Anybody get information? Did the Tinubu commission they say it was supposed to commission 130 lane,
No, but
30
it's
kilometer
supposed to be
of
700 kilometers now. But 30.
no. Let's even give them no. They say I beg. Seriously, he has he commissioned the 30 kilometers because they said 25th of May. Uh, uh, eh?
It
We
was
hear from the press.
propaganda.
Let's
Nothing was
we'll wait
commissioned.
for the press.
I will go and look for that thing. I will post it here. Namu will never go mode. David Umahi confirmed it. They said on the 25th of May this month. Tinubu will commission 30 kilometers of the road so far they've done. Because I saw people they were rushing, they were doing some pavement,
but,
on the
but in New
shoulders of the road.
Nigeria,
You see,
how would you commission
eh?
30 kilometers out of 700 kilometers? Does that even make sense to you?
That's why I even say That's why I'm
It's
saying
just
that the one that say
like you saying that
let's
you're
even split it
building
now.
you're building a shopping complex, and then you are now commissioning one
Yeah.
shop in that shopping complex. Does that make sense?
Hey, at all, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no
We
sense.
joke too much. Anyway, let's be serious now. Let's go back to Democracy Day. Tinubu's 2 years in office, please. Who want to start? Yusuf, maybe you will start since. Mala Jafar. Where's Mala Jafar? I think somebody.
My brother,
But
look, my brother, government is about welfare of the
I
people.
cannot start though.
Last 2 years
I
ago,
cannot start
what
today
was
because
what
the
what
No,
motor will
was
Yusuf.
your
Yusuf,
economy?
please, can you start? Especially
Okay.
with this federal government is asking El Rufai to, is it pay 900 million? Please, maybe we should start. But before you start, put also in mind that we have the governor of Benue State, who is currently a priest, but there is continuous killing in Benue State. Maybe they should start holding him that he's killing Christian in Benue. And then the governor of Jos, who I don't know whether he's a Christian or a Muslim, but there's a lot of killing in Jos. Maybe they should start calling him also that he's killing people injured. The governor of Borno State, where I am, there has been, in fact, our own is not killing now, but capturing of military formation or military deployment. And this has been consistent. Maybe we should start alleging that he is killing people in Borno State. The current VP, we know under his 8 years rule in Borno State, there has been consistent killing. I don't know why we are not blaming him. But only El Rufai, everybody is blaming for the killing in Kaduna. I'm not in any way saying that he should be appraised for killing under his leadership. But what I'm trying to say is, in Nigeria, virtually all the governors have supervised killing of its own citizens or of its own indigenes in Nigeria. Virtually all the governors. And most times we don't call out these governors, we blame federal government. But now when it comes to Kaduna, for whatever reason I don't know, it's El-Rufai. But no wahala. Maybe Yusuf, maybe give us a background so that we understand what's happening in Kaduna. Is it just politics, or you think that yes, really El-Rufai kills people in
Yeah,
Kaduna, whether
yeah,
Christian or Muslim or Shia? Because I also remember
yeah.
my brother from Biu, brother, the former chief of army staff, killed significant number of Shia Muslims in Kaduna. We have forgotten about that one. In fact, under Tinubu, there was killing of Shia in Abuja. I think it was last month or 2 months ago. We forgot about that one too. But we are so convenient about any other killing. Again, I like I said, killing is killing. Whether one person, two or three or 10 are killed, as far as I'm concerned, it's killing. My problem is, why is it that we decide which governor is bad, which governor is good, in terms of killing of its own people, that it's happened across board, including even Southeast. There's a lot of killing by, is it ESN, Abi, what do you call this guy? This the Biafra agitators, the Simon Epa wing, the ESN wing, the government wing, the non-government wing. There's a lot of killing in Southeast. Even in Southwest, there's a lot of killing. Though Southwest killing is more of organ harvest, there's a lot of killing too. Also in that land, I can see online people try to blame the Yorubas because maybe for whatever reason they want to. But for me, as far as I'm concerned, ritual killing is ritual killing. And also, let's not forget, there's ritual killing in the north, just that it is not significant and it's not common. And most times, there's not a lot of media coverage of atrocities in the north. So we always cover that one under our carpet and we don't talk about that one. But there's killing across board in Nigeria. There is no local government that people are. In fact, in Kano, I think it was 2 days ago, a DPO was killed for whatever reason I don't know. He was killed. He was actually killed by people in broad daylight. I think he has 4 kids. His wife. I don't know. Like it just, I don't know. Maybe we start with you, Yusuf.
That,
What is
that, that man, they had an inmate, right, a suspect that died, either out of their carelessness. So the mob got angry and descended. And I think it's actually overdue. If you go to those Nigerian police cell and you see how they treat, I wonder how people come there alive, to be honest with you. I wonder how people come there alive. Those guys are big. And for me, if you have someone that did something bad to you and you are not sure, you are sure that this guy is probably not a bad person, I don't think it is right to even allow him go through that process because the person will come out worse. To be honest with you, like they put people in a room, they put like 100 people in a room that originally will not contain 2 people, and all forms of nonsense. I mean, I wonder how people come out from there alive. To be honest with you, so
I okay.
um,
I've spent 1 day in police station in Nigeria, and that was Maiduguri too. In fact, what happened? I went. I was going somewhere, and then I was pressed, so I went to go and pee. So while I was peeing, or before I realized, police surrounded me, and then they said all the people there. It's like they used to sell India hemp in that area, and they claimed that I was also smoking India hemp. So they arrested me around 11 p.m. We are at the police station, but because of course, somehow, I know 1 or 2 persons. There was call. I was in the cell. Somebody come and then I was released because then I was staying in the military barrack. So somehow I got, but I was thrown into the cell. I was in the cell for like I think 2 or 3 hours. what I experienced that time, oh my goodness, that was like 2006. 2006. Brother, that cell, it is, I think, if you, the normal 20, 24 by 24 feet in Nigeria, I don't know how you guys measure your your houses in the south, but in the north, we measure our rooms by feet, by leg. So the common rooms in the north is 15 by 15, that's 15 feet by 15 feet, or 20 feet by 20 feet, 20 feet, or 25, or 25, or 24, 24. So if you just capture feet, that room is not up to 6 by 10. So that room, by its construction, is supposed to house one person, maybe with a mat. But I did not count the number of the culprit in that room, but I am sure we are more than 30 in that room. In fact, you cannot sit. We are all standing. I was in that cell for, I cannot, I maybe let me say for 2 hours. But the experience I had in that cell for that 2 hours, I will never forget it in my entire existence. Because inside that room, you have people who are hardened criminals. So imagine a guy that was walking and then you are pressed, you just, but you know how it happened in Nigeria, you just open your zip, you want to pee. And then while you're peeing, before you realize, the police is behind you that you're smoking a Igbo abi in their hem. We call the wee in the north. And then you end up in the police cell. So of course, my experience that day, to make it short, is not something that I want even my enemy to experience. And yeah, and then of course I was out, but I can tell you there are people that spend months in that cell, and some of them died there. And in fact, you don't even hear about some of them, because imagine if I can just be walking by the roadside and I was pressed and I just decided to pee and I was picked up and I end
You
up in
will
the
be
cell.
telling these idiots that you are sick. They will tell you that it's a lie, that you are joking.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just sad. But again, don't forget that is the impunity, because ideally police supposed to keep a suspect for, I think, not more than 24 hours. But from the time that we entered the car,
even
even
at
entering the
that,
car,
I don't think anybody should be kept there even for 1 minute. To be honest
I'm
with you,
telling you
guy.
the law said 24
Hey,
hour, right? But I'm telling you, from the time that I was arrested, they put me inside the car. I was beaten, even though me too, I beat the police guy, because you know how we guys that were in the barrack, they behave, because we know say worst case was Hilux go come and they know say the thing no go end there. But I can tell you the whole experience was not funny. But it, at the end of the day, is the issue of the impunity of a thing. Like somebody that hate you can just call police and they will arrest you, and you will end, and they will, if you see the charges they will press on you, yourself you'll be asking yourself, am I the one that committed this crime? So I don't know. It's just sad, but it's our country. We cannot leave Nigeria, or we cannot deny Nigeria. We are Nigerians. We always like our country, even though APC say we are demarketing Nigeria when we talk about our problems. Yeah, but Yusuf, maybe you give us a background. How is El Rufai doing? Is he going to pay this 900 million as damages, or you think it's just another politics? What do you think?
I don't. Now Yusuf is supposed to add because he was his former governor.
Yeah, I'm asking Yusuf, but
But
okay. Anyway, we can go back to our conversation. It's supposed to be Democracy Day. Tinubu's 2 years in office. But Alpha is supposed to put President Tinubu 2 years in office. We need to respect our president, please. Be respecting this guy. Maybe, please, can you correct this thing to President Tinubu's 2 years in office? So that when people talk about, they can talk about it with pride.
make APC will confess. As far as they never come, make we leave am like that. Okay, Jerry here is APC.
So Jerry can talk
Uh,
now. Jerry or Tina, I know maybe they are APC. I know, but APC, I think Tina is a Labour Party guy.
Tina is
So maybe Jerry, did you send him mic? Let me invite him. Jerry, can you hear? I've sent him mic. I don't know if you will, if you want
yeah.
to come and tell us what they are.
This This guy doesn't have corn in his pocket. He's eating his corn
Are
boldly.
you sure? Yeah,
No,
I've sent him the mic. Maybe he will come on board to tell
he's
us what APC government have achieved. He can even start from Buhari's 8 years and continue with Tinubu's 2 years. We'll be happy actually
yeah,
to hear
yeah, it will
what they
be
have
great
achieved.
to know why the Malami and Amechi are fighting Tinubu now. Is it that their APC is worse than this one or something? I mean, I saw Deepo almost crying about Amechi, and the other guy was like, come on, this type of tears, they give me joy. So he's good. He's good. I didn't know that when Buhari was in power, that these ministers will also look at something and say this thing is not good enough. Uh, that's just the truth. I didn't know. 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 Anyway, but anyhow it will be. We'll see what happens. But anyway, 2 years in office. We start from some of the good things that APC have done. They have built the coastal road. How many percent? How many percent did they say they have built it? 70 kilometer, right? Out of a bit 30 kilometer out of 200, 700 kilometers, right? I bet who can help me with the figures and data? Who can help me with the figures and data? I bet who can help me? Who can help me? Who can help me? Who can help me? Okay. Anyway. Yeah, Tiz, are you back? Tiz, come on back. But again, there's something that happened. Yusuf Abeg, come up. There's something that happened recently that I don't understand. Why was it that the price of rice came down for like 1 week? Rice and corn. Now it went up back again. What happened exactly? Have we have been a mistake they make? What did they happen now? This place one close. I've been waiting. Okay. Hustling, good morning. Waiting there now.
Chukwudema, you asked a question. What's that question? What's the question?
No, I was checking whether corn in your pocket.
Or do you have corn there? Do you have corn?
You know, that that election time, yeah, some people, right, were full blow. The real APC guys, now they can't eat that. So those one know they hide that. They come, they chew the corn, like whether the ones where you know now, those guys they eat the corn in their full chest, nothing there. But I guess some people where we say they go they pretend say they dey with you. But somehow, their corn dey inside their pocket. So you no go know whether You know, say when somebody put something inside pocket, he dey hide that. So so when the guy come dey make submission, you no go understand wetin him dey talk. You go know whether him dey support LP, whether him dey support PDP, whether him dey support APC. Like this Nnaemeka that time. Nnaemeka bin get that man, him bin get better corn for him pocket. Dey follow obedience dey waka up and down dey say him dey mobilize and everything.
But Alpha, I see this your brother. What is his name? This guy that used to hold space. Is I think he used to be APC supporter, but it's like these days he's on defense. What is his name? Is it I used to listen to his space. I've forgotten his name, but I'm sure he's
Is he is he Igurube?
Igurube. He's an Igbo guy. Igurube. These days he seems
Yeah,
to be on
Igurube.
defense. I don't know whether he changed his mind or whatever. I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, Igurube is a banner boy, that Chimaroke, So he was fair keeping the corn in his pocket. So when Chimaroke declared support for wetin they call am Tinubu, the guy come dey chop the corn boldly. But e be like say the corn don finish now. Him don the he don he don he don he don join opposition.
He don't join opposition.
He don
It,
join
it's like
opposition
it's
later.
like Tinubu has dealt with Nigerians, maybe small though.
The corn no dey.
It's like most of the guys who are still supporting APC now, they will tell you, oh, before we are living fake life, it's not that we're living our real life, blah blah blah. I will be laughing. I was like, eh? You're getting poorer and you're saying that you're living your real life now when the politicians are living extravagant life. Hmm.
Those people dey corn still dey to eat. The day wey dey go, dey see Loretta Onochie na him don join opposition. The day wey once they collect that corn like this, you go see the person him go run naked for this same X app. No be he no go he no dey hard them. I dey pray make God
Bro,
make me
bro,
as
bro,
shameless as
Loretta don't join opposition.
better opposition like this. I dey pray make
Let's say she
God make me
be CPC
make me
before, Abi. Let's say CPC come for.
huh?
Let's say she come for that CPC, Buhari CPC people.
Yes, yes. I dey pray make God make me as shameless as APC supporters.
That guy will
Not
come. See
if
that guy will come arise now on Knockbuster, Abi. You know that one. We don't come. We come. We and we fight. We don't fight.
you can be very I don't know why see somehow I dey try kai the thing.
But that
You
on
go
Knockbuster
just
guy will tire me, because that guy almost fought. He and Rufai for one fight because of Tinubu matter. But all of a sudden, it just came up. That is just that guy alone there to just tell you how people feel. Some are just cowards. They can't come outside like that, like this guy. You know what I mean? Some people, no matter how you've done, certain things
no
you
be
still
matter
respect
of
you.
coward. See, no be matter see if you dey defend something based on wetin you think, right? Even if you and the person quarrel, e no go change your mind. Like me now, personally, I dey support Obi no be based on say Obi pay me,
That's
right?
so now.
Even the day when I go stop to dey support am, right? E no go I no go necessarily come begin dey attack am. Except say maybe person pay me to come attack am, e come be like say but if the only reason why you dey support the person na like Tosin bin dey tell you people dey pay on credit. Guy, e get one normal this guy dey go call you sef like one agbado man now bin don tell one guy now come make we come gather some youths for Anambra wey dey go pay 20k from now till say na 200 people from now till wetin dey call am from now till election go reach. Now you come gather those 200 people, right? They no go even pay them first. They go say make they start work, right? Some of them go work for like first month, they go pay them. They go come work 2 months. Sometimes they go stop, sometimes they go reduce the money. Sometimes they no go even finally pay because they go say wetin this one even dey do sef, e just dey waste our money. all those type of nonsense. So by the time they don't do am, some of them when they come don vex, they'll come and come tell you say omo see wetin happen. My guy, the guy bin run for House of Reps, right, in 2019. I no know wetin carry am psycho fancy im go dey with Soludo. He come dey tell me say Soludo dey owe am 50 million. Which even 50 million? Na person send you go do psycho fancy. Soludo don see say im no dey im no dey useful. Now e come dey tell me say make e move go APC. Say I no know say wetin concern me and you. Say me na me wan go dey carry dey do or dey follow all these people e get as e be o. But e still get some of them wey be say dey see the contract dey pay. But once na that money, originally e no get who dey Nigeria wey no know say things don bad. E no get as e wan take be. E no get as e wan take talk am wey go say, oh, I mean, in fact, I don look am, I don even wan use fair eye look am make I feel say, oh, na here Tinubu dey do am well. No, na lie, guy. The rate of hunger wey I say, at least if you waka for normal market on every day, the ten dency say you go see one young person wey dey either watch plate because im go chop food e no fit pay or dey beat am dey close to 50%. Dis thing no be dey dey before na. Dis kind things we no dey dey before. Na im person go come stand come dey tell me say APC dis, APC that. Omo thunder fire that APC. All dis thing na matter
You
of
don't even
con.
need to go too far. Before, if you go ShopRite, all these ShopRite, things they cheap there now. You'll see families. My brother, I don't know when I enter ShopRite last though, because all those places that they avoid them, all those, what I mean. Now you now know that you have your area gets small markets. Bobs, you step out inside your motor, you come down for a supermarket. You say you want to buy Biro. Oh my brother, you come out, you spend like 30K, you never even spend anything. I don't understand. And you find out you enter the supermarket, the place are dry. Do I mean dry, dead, nobody. Purchasing power is low. Purchasing power is low. Before you catch somebody in the supermarket right now, oh boy, now all those guys will come from abroad, though. Because everything you're buying there, you can just buy it near your house, by the side, cheaper. People go to the supermarket because of the convenience. Just go there, go around, pick things, put it in the tray, and people don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore. In short, all those things are even out of the reach of you. Before you see ShopRite, you see queue. They want to buy bread. How many people they buy bread now? Look, I don't do ShopRite so many times. You go see woman with her children, everything. The whole wetin they do, wetin they want buy. You see the thing sef, you just tire. You don't have to pay for them. I say, madam, take more things,
You
add
know,
more things.
bread na luxury nowadays na. You no know na. How many people dey chop bread
Look, if
nowadays?
you have a family in Nigeria right now, man, you say you get like two children of the age of maybe one are like 7, the other one are like 5. Oh, but you have no excuse, oh. You must find food in the morning. You see that bread in the morning. You must give your children bread, oh. Milk must be your house. If you see the thing is, if you say
That,
no, they go manage, not
na,
going to give them gas. You
the-
carry them go
you know
hospital
they
very fast if you don't give them better food. So
you know they
if
live
you think
they live for
them manage the milk,
Nigeria. You sure be say you must give them bread.
no, when
Omo
I
go
say at
ask
least you
people
must, and
go,
not be the poorest,
go
poor
ask
and be
people
poor. What you want? I didn't want
wey dey work
money.
for
You go
bakery.
buy bread now.
Go ask Go ask people wey dey work for bakery how many bread they be dey sell like 2 years ago each day and how many they
So,
produce
what,
today.
what can a child eat now as breakfast apart from bread? I be na akamu one dey give pikin. Akamu in the morning.
Even their akamu
Na bread they dey
na big
bread they
man
grow
dey
up with
chop am.
now. Okay, maybe they'll give my akara. Akara not bad too. Ha. When they want to have the fry akara before they will go school. You see that bread, very easy. Just water.
I just give you simple work if you know any bakery wey dey close to you,
My
right?
brother, me I don't lie to
Just
me, I don't dey even chop bread. I don't stop bread.
No, just ask the bakery. I know they talk about
No,
you.
they chop bread.
Just just ask the bakery how many did they produce before, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, like the quantity, the quantity. Then ask them how many they produce now.
Bread,
May
oh.
we leave the price because if
That's
you talk
why
price now,
but when you check out the content, the ingredients of bread, I'll be shocked if now only water they go say they're not important. Ingredients to make bread is important though. We dey do flour here, all those things. Okay, maybe egg,
uh,
milk. We dey do milk here. We lack so many things, man. That's why food too cost here. Like Yankee food, no, we feel they look dollar. Food don't cost for Yankee. Nobody they hungry for America. Food there everywhere. $2 you go chop belle full. Except that you what you want to do about food supposed to be the oh my goodness, man. In a country like Nigeria, look, we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have any food like food inflation. Yeah, there is no. It makes no sense. Ah, how can some group of people, small boys, look at all these Boko Haram boys. They're 22-year-old, 20. I never see any elderly man as a terrorist or as a bandit. Very young, ambitious people that can do better things with their life. Huh? And you will be shocked. These guys were doing maybe like 10 years ago. They were like maybe 10. They were like 10, 20, 11 years old, jobless. That's when I see all these people for bus stops, all these people, all these they beg. I know they answer them because I'm not even. I'm there. They're the future. If they fit come your window now, come clean window because it still get that childish look. That's why you know the two bother. But when it start to dey get that adult look, when e near your window like this, the way you go dey panic. You get me? They know what they're doing now. When they because they're still childish, so you can just look at a small pikin, a small pikin. Give am 5 years time. You think say he won't come to your window. He's looking for what to thief from your window. I'm telling you. But now monsters, we don't know where we are building monsters. And the more people are hungry, the more people are going to crime. Because people wey dey do yahoo, they are into crime. People wey dey do Boko Haram, they are into crime. That is style. All na money that they find. Just have some they kill to make. Some not they even some not you might not even see them. They just dey their inside their house with their phone. They go chop you. You meanwhile you go bankrupt. Have you never hear of people wey they bankrupt? They have to commit suicide because they lost their money, thinking they met a genuine investment. Didn't know that it's not 419. When they discover, they become pioneer, and before you know it, they commit suicide. So, so all those things, death see they involved. For me, any crime that has to do with death, but when I hear fire, you they go forget whether you don't go one pastor, don't bless you, say I don't God my sins forgive me, because you go carry tithes. When the wrath of nature deal with you, and then you go know. Well, we have hope. Obi is coming. We have hope. So far now, everybody, PDP, APC, we were the support of so we because we don't pass 18 since now many years I become 18. So I not be Obi just came out. So we were supporting somebody else before Obi. So everybody here inside everybody supporting Obi they came from somewhere. From APC, from PDP, from even Showore people, they with us. All them bros Dele. That Showore guy before now, he was part of the movement now. But when Obi came out, he said, "Man, bros, I'm not there your side again. I did this side." There plenty. There plenty. The thing is, I feel like what I mean. Everything is glaring. Now, people that are not supporting what will bring good for us, we will see them very soon. The election will soon start. Campaign will start now. Shame go for people dey shame no go even fit let them campaign. It will be so tough that shame how you want you be you now how you want work for you don't hear them you don see that guy wey dey sell flag that time say APC flag nobody dey buy am na Labour Party and this thing na dem dey buy say nobody dey buy APC o that was then o 2023 o it looks like a joke but it was serious. So now how do you even want to go into a crowd of people and say APC we are coming 20. Oh boy, you must carry helmet o. wear helmet to go. I cannot guarantee your safety. I don't know where you go. I cannot guarantee your safety. So if you want collect job, you have to think of the kind of work you want to do. Go collect work, say you want to go be preach, you want to help APC preach. How they want to come back 2027. When I read you can't go out.
Okay, yeah, I just posted Tinubu's achievements on Jumbotron. I mean, um,
Let me check it and come back.
yeah. But are you seeing there's something I'm seeing here that's actually troubling, right? How can a newspaper, I mean, allow this thing to be in front line of their headline? Can you see
I told you they are captured, they are being paid. I don't know why they are being paid.
oh, this is actually embarrassing. Punch News for that matter took a whole day to write nonsense on top. Come, there's no hope for this democracy, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, there's no hope. I'm coming.
70% minimum wage. Is that an achievement? Bro, the 30,000 naira minimum wage. If you under the 2015, You could buy 3 bags of rice. Then rice was still 80,000. So you still get like 6,000 to play around. Today, with the 70K, you can't buy one bag. One. So is it not penny wise, pound foolish? I don't understand.
In my state, there are people that still collecting 6,000 as a salary who are working with
Eh?
state government. 6,000 plus. Yes.
You
There are
people,
people that are working with state government teachers that are being
where
paid
can I share with
6,000
the
plus
guys?
in Borno State.
Eh? Should be shameful, man.
Still eat rice. Eh? Nigeria must still eat rice.
At least before even those days when they grew up, now every Sunday we dey eat rice. But at least rice go day house. You get me? Because rice not dey spoil like other food stuff. If you buy rice, keep for a long time. So what's the point buying small when you can afford, you have a large family. So it makes sense to buy a bag of rice, a large family, because it doesn't spoil that quick. It doesn't spoil itself. You get me? Waiting I want spoil rice. Just keep at one nice place. Nothing go enter am. Unlike the other grains. You get me? Because that is what we use. It's just like America. America use fuel to judge their government. You get me? If you're doing well, the fuel point price, gas price will go down. If you're not doing well, it will go up. So what else will we use in judging? So many things. You use dollar, they'll say this one. You use this one, they'll say this one. Now you come rice. We'll be saying for the average Nigerian man, I did eat rice. Come on, eat rice. We never even talk of the content of the rice, so because rice is oh, but you cook rice, no stew. I get one rice this every now nothing, nothing to eat. And I want cook now. I got to go buy pepper, tomatoes, onion. If I want make the rice make sense, I go buy tomato, pepper, onion, calculate all those things, and Maggi dey there, all you go dey there. One kind egg or one egg, a egg go dey inside. My brother, so rice is just rice cheap now. Meat where you want to chop the rice. I be want serve your pikin rice without. Ha, God help us. Oh. But no, we not hear any speech now. There's no democracy day speech now. I don't go around the stations. I can't find any speech. I mean, anybody watching anything there?
If today democracy day, today is
Okay.
handing
Today is June 12th. Sorry. It's
Nigerian stuff
June
that is
12th.
original.
Very soon, Sha, because we are already in June now. So June 12th is from few weeks time. From few weeks time. Okay. So today is nothing, Abi. Today has no official. It's not a public holiday. They cancelled it. They moved it to June 12th, right? Because I been say
Today is continuation of complaint on Twitter Day. Nothing will happen.
no. Let's wait now. Let's see what they are going to. They are going to defend their 2 years now. This at least it's not 2 years official. 2 years. You know what? Over a 2-year-old child. Over it's not a small child anymore. Don't they observe things? So there's no excuse. Oh. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse at all.
Nobody is saying anything. Anyway,
Chukwudemwa,
Chukwudemwa is it's
it's
not
not
about
about
it's
saying
not about
anything.
saying anything.
Do you have corn to give
Do you
out?
have corn to give?
If you don't have corn to
If
give,
you
why
don't
are
have
you
corn
then
to give,
forcing
why
people?
are you then forcing people? I mean, now the problem be that hustling can't do that. Buy corn for me now. Now every day I go they post your picture. I say, you see this man don't tame all the Atlantic. He don't build he don't build what he don't build this guy is the greatest. I mean no say day go come when we go get Benjamin Franklin in Africa. I mean every morning, like 10 times a day I go don't post about you. If you cough, I go say yes. Not the right thing you talk. If you say before you don't say come, I go add it. I mean, if you make mistake, I go say na grammar. Not the new English with that. That's so it dey be. That's so we take the eat the come for here. That's so Tinubu go go Kaduna State say El-Rufai dey turn bad situation to rotten situation to a bad one. You know say dis Agbadorian come online come dey explain to us wetin e mean. Even when he do that bala blue, he no he no get he no get wetin we no see for that election time. Even when he do that bala blue, they come here come dey try explain say one way or the other say you no get all this type of thing. Because so we need the corn, come and buy corn for me. You don see say um you don see say person person don go write come post one APC person, the governor say na my new work be that. Nah, mad people everywhere. So hustling you know say tomorrow eh, dis people don declare say no movement for southeast. Dis una guys, dis your men. I hear say you na their grand commander. They don declare no movement in southeast.
Leave,
Leave
leave those guys.
leave those guys.
They're not serious. Those IPOB people, they're not serious. No movement. Are they? They're not the
They are not
authority,
the
so
authority, so
they can just be there and be wasting their time. Understand? They have lost that relevance. They're just fighting to try and gain back that relevance. You understand? So they are ready to use any. They are ready to use anything to gain that relevance. Both intimidation, violence, killing, silencing of dissenting voices. So they're willing to do anything possible. You understand? They have lost the relevance anyway. All this one that they are saying, people are, if at all, there, if at all there will be limited movement, it will just be as a result of people being afraid to come out. You understand? People just being afraid of losing the.
But hustling, let me ask, is it a crime for a person part of Nigeria to want to succeed. Because I don't understand. If Nigeria don't want to treat them right, what is the problem? Let them allow them to go now. What is the big deal? Because I look at the whole thing, for me, it doesn't make sense. Nnamdi Kanu have been in prison, I don't know for whatever reason, till date. I know there was a lot of allegation about him, but the court several times have brought those allegations. I thought the court is independent. And again, I know you will come with the thing of terrorism, blah 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 blah. But we have Boko Haram here, be forgiven, and we have bandit in Northwest, they have been forgiven. We have unknown gunmen in the north, whether you call them bandits, whatever you want to call them, but they have been killing in North Central for over decades. None of them is in our prison now. None of them have been prosecuted. There's this guy, this Yoruba guy, I've forgotten his name.
Are you saying
Um,
sorry? Are you saying that
I'm
there
not.
are no Boko Haram uh,
I'm listening.
terrorists that are serving jail sentence? Because
Tell me one.
I
I don't know one that I know of.
do you know Mama Boko Haram?
Mama Boko
Yes.
Haram. Don't be surprised. Mama Boko Haram is in US or is another country
No,
now.
I have a whole
Which prison is
actually
she?
somebody.
Again,
Hold on,
no,
hold
just
on.
get my
So
point.
you
Get
understand?
my
No,
point.
I get where you are going.
My, my,
Hold on.
my own is if they are wrong, why can't we do the right thing? Prosecute them, send them to jail. But we're doing selective justice.
I don't
Till
know.
now,
I
as we
don't know.
speak with you right now,
I'm trying
there's
to
this guy,
answer you.
remind me, there's this Yoruba guy that ran to Nigeria, Cameroon, the other time before Tinubu's government. I've forgotten his name. One Yoruba guy that
Igboho.
was clamoring Olubona, what his name was clamoring for Igbo nation, I mean Yoruba nation. Now, the last time I saw the guy, he was in UK. So,
Did
I'm
you
just
watch
tired
the
of all this
video?
madness.
Did you watch the video when the DSS invaded Igboho's compound?
Yeah, I
You
watched the
saw how
video.
many people that were killed in that video. Okay.
Yes.
Now Igboho eloped to Benin Republic. I think so. I think Benin
Yeah.
Republic. Later, he was arrested there by the
Mm.
Benin authority, right? And they
Mm.
were going
Mm.
back and forth, back and forth. I think it was a political solution that brought Igbo out of jail then, right? And mind
Okay.
you,
Okay.
the movement of the Oduduwa Republic Igbo was championing, he was never extreme, right? He never set up armed group and rest of them. They were just, you know, literally being civil. When I mean civil, they are
Okay.
conducting themselves in a civil manner. Yet, that did not stop Nigerian government from invading Igboho's compound and killing. Like I saw the video. If I go and check, I still have that video. By the end of the day, Igboho came out through a political negotiation, through a political mechanism. Now, you made mention
Okay.
about Boko Haram. I don't know where you live in the north. Somebody was trying to make that argument.
I live in
Somebody
Meduguri.
was making
I live in
Okay, somebody
Meduguri.
was making that argument yesterday. Because I never heard of such, I just decided to go and pull up some information. Almost, they have prosecuted a lot of Boko Haram people that are serving jail sentences like this. Are you trying to tell me Nigerian government they are not fighting Boko Haram? Steady, they are combating physically with the Boko Haram. They are mistakenly dropping bombs in some villages over there, mistaking them for Boko Haram, bombing some carpet bombing some villages. So are you telling me that they are not exerting a brute force on Boko Haram right now in the north? They are doing that.
Look,
You understand? So
okay, so the issue
I
is
feel like
there's
don't
one way
believe
you're fighting a group.
don't
Get my point. See, I'm not disputing that government is fighting Boko Haram. I never said that. What I'm saying is, but you also know that government is collaborating with Boko Haram, right?
that
You also
that
know that
what
through the corridor safe, there's a program they call it safe corridor program by the Nigerian army, right?
yeah.
Okay, that aside, what I'm saying is because it's very difficult for you. to because I am not government. I'm an individual, right? It's difficult for me to speak in terms of, oh, government is doing this or that or that. I can only speak to what I see on TV every here and there.
My brother,
But
the
now
only reason, listen, the only reason, uh, I don't know. Whenever people try to make that
I'm
argument that
listening.
Nigeria is not being fair to these IPOB guys, have you checked other scenarios? Other people, have you? Okay, let's even take the Shia movement, El Zaki Zaki, and the rest of them. You understand me? That guy was kept in jail.
Eh,
Listen, that guy was kept in jail for God knows how many years without court appearance, and the world didn't shook. There are still other notable incidents you can actually point to. I don't know why. Whenever even people from you see people from the north that are not your the northern part of Nigeria, most of there are there are communities in local government in the northern part of that's a no-go area. Let's take
you're
example
telling
this
me there are local government right now that is under Boko Haram
thank
control
you.
as we
That's what
speak.
I'm
If
saying.
you go to Zamfara, the local government that are
The
under bandit
Nigerian
control.
government,
If you go to
did you
Katsina,
know?
the local government that is under
Hold on,
bandit control as we speak with you
hold
right
on.
now.
Those jets the Nigerian government went and purchased from the US. Who do you think that they are using that jet to fight? Do you think it's IPOB people? No, it is Boko Haram people. Nigerian government literally went to the US to purchase a Tucano jet for engaging insurgency in the north. You have videos of
See, I
listen
get your
now,
point. Get
you
my
are
point.
do
Do you
you know
remember?
hold on,
Wait, I want to remind you something.
if you are going
Mm-mm.
to actually pity
Do you,
the way
mm,
Nigeria the federal government is handling a particular section of Nigeria, you actually pity the northern part of Nigeria. Oga, these guys are dropping, they are mistaking
my
communities for Boko Haram.
see,
Do you know how many innocent people that have lost their
I
lives
know.
as a result of mistakenly dropping bomb in a particular community, thinking that they are Boko Haram?
Even in Kaduna, I think a month ago, the committee was bombed in terms of bandits, and
Thank
it
you
was
so
not
much.
bandits.
Then what are you
Sokoto, the
saying?
same
What
thing.
are you then?
Now,
Have you
the
had?
issue is,
Listen,
look at it,
listen.
look
Have
at it.
you had?
Wait,
Hold
do you
on
remember?
now.
Do
Hold
you
on.
remember
You were
when
making.
Saudi
Hold
Arabia,
on.
gave us a list
Hold
of
on. You
people
were making
that
an
were funding these
argument.
terrorist guys?
Listen, you were making an argument for this IPOB. Have you had that the Nigerian government flew or bombed any particular place in the southeast because that IPOB people were? Do you know that they have a place they call Valley in Imo State, even in Okigwe and Osun, Lilu, Ihiala region? Those places are places that the federal government could easily fly their jet and bombard all those places. Do you know that they are yet to do it? They have never done that yet.
And this IPOD are in those, and are they are in charge of those locations
There are communities, there are communities like also that is a no-go area. And there are communities. Listen,
by government, police and military
you
cannot
said
go there. Police and government, like police and military cannot go
yes,
there because of the
yes,
activity of this armed opposition group.
yes.
We know nothing about this group for now.
That's what I'm saying. Hold
Let
on.
me withdraw my statement. Let me withdraw my statement. I don't know anything
That's what
about
I'm
them for
saying.
now.
You know, listen, we were on a space yesterday. Somebody came up and was trying to make argument that the government is treating Boko Haram with kids' glove. And they got me funny, saying that there has never been any arrest of Boko Haram high profile leaders. I say, are you okay? Haven't you been checking the news? Or maybe because you don't see it on Punch newspaper. The last recent high profile Boko Haram prosecution was 2023, just a year and a few months back. Sorry, 2 years back. People are being people are being dashed 20 years, 30 years jail sentences. Just because they are not seeing it on social media doesn't mean it's not happening. My brother, The Nigerian military are not even taking they're not even taking a pity on the northern part of Nigeria. They have destroyed most communities there. They have killed innocent people. When I mean innocent people, all in the name of this fighting Boko Haram. Then when you see people that doesn't have much information about IPOB, they will come and tell you, nah, they can do that, detaining nah, they can unjustly, blah blah blah, and the rest of them. Did you know how many years they kept Zaki in prison? This guy, what's this guy's
This
name?
guy, they what's his arrested guy's name? Kano before Zazaki now.
How many years did
How many
Dansuki?
years did
Even
Dansuki?
this
Even
Dansuki
this
now,
this
Chukwudema,
Dansuki now. Chukwudema,
your mic is giving feedback. This Dansuki of a guy that Buhari arrested. How many years? Even when the court said release him, that guy was still kept in jail. Is okay? Is Dansuki? Did you okay? We all know the political influence that Dansuki has as a person. Somebody that worked. I think former. He was a. He was a. Is he former NSA director? Chukudema, remind me, please. That Dansuki. Chukudema, are you there?
No, she was NSA to, I
I
think it was
think he
NSA,
was the former
former
NSA
NSA.
director. My brother,
No, no, it's former NSA, not NSA director, a former NSA, National Security
National
Advisor.
Security Advisor, right? Now, you have a
Yep.
former National Security Advisor of a country being kept in jail for years. Even when the court said, release this guy, but that guy was still kept inside that place. I see all the time people are just trying to come up and make excuse for
That
now.
that
Is it
that
now
type
they
of thing
can
can
so
only
what is
wait.
exceptional about
Austin,
now they
that
can
type of thing can only happen in Nigeria. U.S. court cannot say release somebody. The U.S. government will keep him. The whole
Chukudema,
country will burn down that day.
Sorry. Let me just finish. Don't be offended there. That's exactly what I'm saying. The law doesn't work in Nigeria. People are trying to make the argument that there is a particular bias towards the southeastern region. But when you look at it critically, if you look at it critically, you see that this is a Nigeria problem. People are always trying to make Nigeria problem, Southeast problem. I don't like this thing. I don't like it. At the end of the day, the rest of Chukwudi, even there are still people making argument. Why is it always Igbo people? This guy, what's this guy's name? This guy, Owazurike. Is Owazurike not a free man today, walking around? Owazurike is a free man. Benjamin that Bont took over the government house in Enugu, if I'm not mistaken. He's a free man today. He's a free man today. Do you understand me? So whenever you see people come up and make argument, they are holding Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu hasn't even spent 6 years there. There are people. There's this one Boko Haram leader that was caught. That guy was just shot at sight. He wasn't even given the opportunity to face the jury. He was not given that opportunity to face the jury. He was just the moment the military guys caught him, they shot him. It was as a result of when I was trying to bring up the list of Boko Haram members that were prosecuted. I even saw that one. The military caught this guy. They shot like it was shot at sight, shoot at sight. They did not give him that opportunity to face a judge. Just because these things are not mainstream, they are not on the front page of any newspaper, doesn't mean it is not happening. And when you look at it, you even find out that the federal government are treading with caution with things involving the southeast because they don't want it. They don't want to make it look. This Biafran sentiment will always be there. Oga, yesterday I studied this thing critically. I checked communities that have been ravaged by Nigeria military. Not one, not two, not three. When I mean ravaged, communities that were mistakenly bombed, carpet bombed because the federal government thought that place is a Boko Haram stronghold, bombed every single, killed a whole lot of people, and you don't see the outcry. You don't see the outcry. But federal government kept on the Kano for 4 years, or 5 years. The whole Nigeria want to break apart, as if Nigeria they have ever been fair. There's ever been a fair judgment for the rest of the people in the rest of. See,
Your
this is not a
pocket this
Southeast
morning, man.
problem.
Here you go.
This is Southeast problem. Come,
Omo,
come
they
full my
don't buy,
pocket,
they don't
Chukwudema.
buy.
Come,
You know,
come full my
I go make
Agbado
I
full my
check.
pocket. Make your
When
wife
I
let me
check,
finish.
I go check the maybe I don't dog your CBO. I give you this call. They can't lie. They can't laugh. I say it.
Chukwudema, see, even the people that are making argument for Igbo, Oga, did you watch the video when the DSS invaded that guy's home? Did you saw the killing? These guys shot at where? They shot at anybody that is that they shot at where? The DSS they killed more than five. What is even five? They killed almost all the young guys there. Igbo was able to run away through the backyard, and from there, exiled himself to Benin Republic. At the end of the day, it was political negotiation that brought Igbo back. And mind you, the movement has never even turned violence in any way. They were protesting with flags. They were just protesting with flags, and the federal government moved on them brutally. They moved on them with such a brutal force. Nigeria has never been fair to anybody. This is not an Igbo thing. Nigeria has never been fair to any region. People are just trying to make it Igbo thing because of the Biafra sentiment. Nigeria has never been fair. I keep on saying it. Nigeria has never been fair to any region. You understand me? And when you even make the argument of criminal that's been caught and released, yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. People like Tumpulu, people like Asa, yes, I agree with you. Still check other regions. Nigeria has never been fair. It has never been a time that you can say that Nigerian that they are fair. You understand me? People always this well, okay. Two them, three last week or 2 weeks, they went and burnt a guy's house. That also Cash TV. They burnt the guy house because the guy is outspoken. The guy is speaking against their criminality. They organize themselves. So just like Tizi Sini Buga, just like you that is saying that you don't know that they have taken over a community. I'm now telling you that somebody from that community, his name is Cash TV, like his social media handle. If you have time, you can go and check him. He used to be opposing the criminalities of IPOB. Do you know what IPOB guys did? They organized themselves, they went and burnt that guy's house. That community has been taken over totally. You don't have any military presence, you don't have any security force presence there. Another community again in Ihiala. These are places that these guys have taken over totally. No vigilante office, no police station, nothing. And yet, Nigerian government is yet to send Tucano jet there. Even though that it is even a prime location. To me, it is a prime location for bombardment because they are living in the bush. It's a valley. So they are even going to limit any kind of collateral damage. But yet, Nigerian government is yet to send a jet there. And you tell me that it is an Igbo thing. It's an Igbo thing. I don't believe so. I looked at it critically yesterday. Even before yesterday, I was even believing that there has never been.
Nah, corn you chop, you don't look anything. That jump also, you not look at it critically. by the time you still look at it critically, you still say that Lagos had more numbers. I mean, well, now begin the chop that coin.
Chukwudema, which one is called again? What
Which one is
concerns Lagos? Which one is called? Chukwudema, e be like these people don't give you culture. Chukwudema, this corn. E be like they don't give you corn. Chukwudema, so Chukwudema, I still had that opinion until yesterday that there has never been any Boko Haram member that have been prosecuted. It was until yesterday. I just typed it on Google. Jesus Christ. There are Boko Haram financiers that have been arrested. Even Nigeria government went and renditioned an individual in Niger that is suspected of financing Boko Haram. They said that he sold tomato and they returned the money to a Boko Haram set without knowing, without knowing. The Nigerian government went there, they renditioned him from Niger, brought him back to Abuja, and gave him 20 years. This guy is somebody that never involved in terrorism, just that he sold something and mistakenly sent the money to people that are suspected of being Boko Haram. That guy was renditioned from Niger back to Nigeria. That guy faced the judge and they gave him 20 years. The records are there. There are many of them. There are many of them there. Do you understand me? Nigerian government has never been fair. So people are just trying to make an argument as if just make exceptional arguments so that they will allow these people continue fooling themselves, all these IPOB people, thinking that they are making an argument. Do you understand me? This is nationwide problem. It is a nationwide problem, not just Southeast. Nigerian government, they doesn't obey the law of their own court. It happened with Dansuki, former national security advisor. A whole former national security, somebody that worked with the federal government before. The court said, release this guy. Did Buhari release him? No. Buhari did not release that guy. He was there. He was there. So Nnamdi Kanu is even lucky. They're even trying to address his case. People are even Boko Haram people should even be jealous at this point. The rest of Nigerians should be jealous that they are treating this guy with a special glove. You guys should be jealous that they are treating him now. They can't do this special. They will bring him in court, well dressed, looking fine, taking care of this guy. The whole country should be jealous at this point in time. Not making an argument for them. Have you seen any Boko Haram member that was given that type of treatment?
Yes, now people when they reintegrate into community, they marry wife give. They ask another. They ask me that. Say, this one is undergoing trial. This other people, Well, they bring them into community. They give them. They even talk about Stockholm City. You know, follow that time when they say, what did they talk? When they say they are those girls, they try go meet their husband back in their place. This matter get but no matter of
That
course.
Chukwudema,
I mean,
that reintegration,
the
see,
level of corn where you don't eat nowadays.
hold on, see, that reintegration, see the way I see it. It's not a good thing, no. But if the northerners, or maybe the part of the country that are reintegrating these people, me, I know any day the government will come out.
Nigerian government now they
Hold
reintegrate.
on now, hold on now. Me, I know that any day Nigerian government will come out. Let's take like also as an example and said we want to integrate IPOB terrorists back to their community in also. Oga, all hell will let loose that day. Go and mark it somewhere. Any day Nigerian government will say we want to reintegrate this IPOB terrorist session back to the communities in also. Oga, you will have a lot of people to deal with. These people you see all the time shouting Boko Haram, integrated Boko Haram, you will see them come against that initiative. Is it not our Igbo people? You are going to reintegrate murderers back to their own community. I want to see who will come out and say, integrate this person back to my society or back to my own community. I want to see an Igbo person that will come out and say it. Please, federal government, reintegrate this IPOB terrorists back to my own community. Chukwudema here will never do that. Every Igbo person here will never accept that for IPOB terrorists to be reintegrated back to their community. But whenever you see this IPOB, they will always make that argument that reintegrating the. Listen, if a community in the northern part of Nigeria accepts Boko Haram terrorists to be, that is their own obligation. Let them do it. It's their own prerogative. By all means, let them do that. You see me, everybody here, all the Igbo people I know here, Alphonso that is with you here, Chukwudema will die the day you will bring IPOB terrorists to reintegrate them back to his community. He will die. On that hill, he will die. He will say that he will never accept it. Same goes with every well-meaning Igbo person. Same goes with me. Even Chinonso here. You can never, even a day, that day, let that day come that the Nigerian government say, okay, now these people, this session of IPOB terrorists, we feel like they have repented and we want to integrate them back to a community in Onsoka. Oga, the whole villagers they will run amok that day for you. They will run amok. They will come out naked and protest that particular decision. They will never accept it because nobody wants criminals to be reintegrated back to their society. No well-meaning person would like that to happen. So the federal government, let them go and be reintegrating Boko Haram. That's their business. If you are a community in the northern part of Nigeria and you accept for terrorists to be reintegrated back to your region, you have to deal with that. Because I know that if the reasonable people in that community leaders come out openly to contest that decision, cry about it, they will bring it to a halt. They will bring it to a halt. It's just because the way, some northerners, I will say that the way they normally treat this terrorism, they don't see it the way we see it. Like the way I see terrorism, I don't think northerners see it that way. If you listen to the argument Buga was trying to make here, he didn't even know. Even knowing the fact that there have been communities there that have been ravaged by Nigerian military, he was still thinking that Nigeria is still being unfair to the IPOB people. Even knowing that about more than 4 communities have been carpet bombed in the northern part of Nigeria, with hundreds of innocent people killed, just because the federal government mistook that community for a Boko Haram stronghold and carpet bombed these communities, killing a whole lot of people. That news, it didn't make it to the front page of every newspaper. And still, all hell did not let loose. All hell did not let loose. So I don't like when people come up to try to make argument for IPOB. You understand? To me, Nigerian government is treating these people with like a kid's glove. It's treating them with a kid's glove. To me, our typical if it was it not the other time Buhari said go and be doing Python dance. Chukwudema Buhari na another Agbado.
This
But
political party they call ANPP, right? Na corn be their symbol that time. I don't know why they can't change am to broom. I don't remember. Na corn. If you browse am, you go see am. Na Buhari party that time. When in that say Buhari dey win election, they win not. Na corn na in dey center of that. I don't know wetin dey significant about corn anyway.
Buhari na another serious Agbado. But Chukwudema. But you know you supported this Buhari. Oh. You know you supported the guy. You campaigned for Buhari. Oh. Shey you know.
Alalala